Well, ladies and gentlemen, the drought is over. 41 weeks without high school football has come to a close. Jackie Bessler along with Carson Sandoval out here as Mingus opens the 2018 season at home against a team we've never played, the Combs Coyotes. So this will be absolutely fantastic. Weather has been threatening out here today.
Yeah, just under 80 degrees tonight. We had an overcast pretty much all day. And I woke up this morning and I thought, just since I woke up, it's been a perfect day for football. August 17th, we're ready to kick off the season. I couldn't be more happy, Jackie. It's about time we get some football here.
Back in the press box, we got the Vinny's Pizza sitting right in front of us so that we can snack during our pregame report and so much more. Hey, coming up in our Vinny's Pizza pregame report, we got lots of stuff to talk about. We've got a new broadcast. We've got a new way of broadcasting out here. We have new coaches, a new schedule, so much new that we're going to get to when we return to Mingus Union High School. The Vinny's Pizza pregame report is coming up right after this.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by a Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Welcome to the Vinny's New York Chef's Pizzeria pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 or even order online today at vinnysnewyorkpizza.com and have pasta, subs, burgers, a specialty pizza, and more delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings. Now, let's head back live to the press box for Jackie and Carson.
Back at the cave here at Mingus Union High School with Vinny's Pizza in front of us. Vinny's, our pregame report sponsor out here today. And I'll tell you what, the news has been a buzz as we have gone through all sorts of changes here with the football program. And I want to talk about a full circle, coming full circle. We've got Coach Robert Ortiz as a player for the Mingus Marauders, graduates from Mingus, goes on to JC, goes on to a Division II college, gets his degree, graduates, comes back, and actually starts coaching at Mesa Community College, and then on to become the head coach for the Mingus Marauders, the new head coach for the Mingus Marauders. Talk about going full circle.
Yeah, you know, Robert knows his football. He actually, when I was a sophomore, he was a senior here, and I kind of played the same position as him, and he was a great mentor for me through my time playing football here at Mingus, and I know he's going to do the same for all the kids here. He's young, but he does know his football. Like you said, he's gone full circle. You know, that experience you get coaching at a community college, the community college is taken very serious, especially down in the valley. He knows his stuff. We're excited to have him here, and if I can, I'd like to rattle off some of his high school stats, if that's okay. I'm sure he wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that.
You know, let's start out with this. You know, I don't know if anybody knew this, but Robert had a 135 QBR rating.
Nice.
So he went 2 for 4, 68 yards and a touchdown. You know, his buddy Tony's probably laughing at him right now, talking about that. But you go down rushing, especially his senior year, 11 rushing touchdowns, receiving 6 touchdowns, played defense, 32 solo tackles. You know, and was an extremely big part of the special teams game for us. Return kicks, return punts. He was really like the Swiss Army knife of our team back when he was playing, and I'm glad he's here coaching, and I look forward to see what he does.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Played all sides of the ball, and certainly played with passion. He coaches with passion out there, which is absolutely fantastic. And so we're looking for the transition of that passion into a senior-laden team here for the Mingus Marauders this year. Hey, want to talk about Vinny's New York Chef Pizza as our pregame sponsor out here today. In fact, the Marauder Special, $29.99, and you're going to love this. Okay, 20-inch one-topping pizza, 20 wings, 12 garlic knots, and a 1-liter bottle of Coke to go along with it. And you can pick it up. You can dine in, and of course, they're going to have some they've got brand new TVs out there. And check this out. They've got the NFL ticket available, so you can go in and watch your NFL games and enjoy Vinny's Pizza and all of that good stuff. And don't forget, on home games, they are late. They will be open late for a post game at Vinny's New York Chef Pizza, and that's, of course, course, the 89A bypass and 6th Street in Cottonwood. Our pregame report here. Now, we've got a new schedule. Every 2 years, we get a new schedule. This one's a little different from last year, as some teams have gone up and some teams have gone down. Mingus still stays in the Grand Canyon region, but we have different foes for sure.
Yeah, as you mentioned to start here, Combs, our first time playing them. They had a stat from Combs. They actually beat Bradshaw Mountain last year, something we didn't accomplish. So, I'm sure their coaches have been telling them that, leading up to this game, saying, look, they might have gone 3-7 last year, but they could say we did this. That's something Mingus didn't do. So, they're going to have some confidence coming into this game. But going down Mingus' schedule here, next week we got Sholo, 3A power. Sholo's actually playing Round Valley tonight. And then the following week we got Mesquite, and then we're at Seton Catholic. Then we get into our Grand Canyon region. We're at Coconino. Then Lee Williams comes here, and then lucky for us, we get to go to Mojave again. We love making that trip. And got Bradshaw Mountain at home, which is good. We had them here last year.
Right.
Couldn't get the job done. We're hoping we can change that this year. And then at Flagstaff, and then at Prescott. So it's going to be a tough Grand Canyon region this year, though. Everyone's always shooting for Mingus, so we'll have that target on our back as usual.
Yeah, 20 Grand Canyon region championships, as the Grand Canyon region championship last year, even though Bradshaw lost. It came down to the very end. Prescott had to beat Bradshaw for Mingus to get the Grand Canyon region championship, and poor Prescott got cheated again. They had a great record and didn't make playoffs because of division leaders, region leaders, winners that had to go to playoffs, so they got bumped out of the playoffs again. They've turned around and made one of the hardest Northern Arizona schedules possible. So they are going for power points this year, and certainly wish the Badgers well until the last game of the season, of course. Yes. But it's going to be a fantastic season coming up. It'll be an interesting new schedule, as nobody really knows how to play Mingus at this particular point. I'm not sure how to broadcast Mingus, so we're all going to find out. We're going to take a break in our pregame report. We'll return to Mingus Union High School coming up right after this.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
the challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, getting ready for the season opener, the Mingus Marauders and the Combs Coyotes. They're from Santan Valley, by the way. First time we've ever played them. Hey, I want to let you know in the Vinny's pregame report, online ordering is easy at Vinny's New York Pizza. You can go to vinnysnewyorkpizza.com. You can go and view the menu and order right online. And there's an expanded menu as well, burgers and so much more at Vinny's at the corner of 89A, the bypass, and 6th Street in Cottonwood. And lots of important returners to the Mingus Marauders. A lot of kids that played as sophomores, juniors, and now this is their senior year. A couple of them are just going to be absolutely fantastic.
Very important. Obviously, you know, at quarterback we got Zabala coming back, and then behind him Nelson, Fanning, and then we got Chaz on the outside. You know, we all know what Chaz brings to the table. But what I'm, you know, most excited about this year, our whole offensive line coming back.
Yes.
We got Gabe Myers returning, Christian Ruiz, Ryan Griffin, Zach Moreno, and we got new Isaiah Capello. He'll be wearing number 78 tonight. He's going to step in and help anchor that line, and then turn it over to the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, returning Streck, you know, he's going to be a dominant force in the middle there. Looking forward to see all the damage he can wreak on the opposing teams. And then defensive end, Dominic McCauley coming back, or a new starter on the defensive line, who the coaching staff is really excited about. We're excited about, and I think everyone in the stands are going to be happy to see.
You got Zabala coming back, quarterback position, 1,200 yards passing last year. You've got a 1,000-yard back coming back with Alex Nelson out of the backfield. Leading receiver in Chaz Taylor with almost 600 receiving yards last year. And your number one tackler in Kendrew Streck with 108 tackles defensively last year. Plus you have got a supporting cast up and down the field. Chris Matthew has been a great addition to the cornerback position. It's going to be exciting out here. In fact, as we take a look at Combs actually comes out with some returners, some of them to talk about, probably most importantly to talk about, and their stats are real similar to Mingus's. They had 1,400 rushing yards last year, almost 1,300 passing yards. Their quarterback, a sophomore last year, returns. That's Wayne Buck. He was 54 for 102, 712 yards, 10 interceptions to go along with 5 touchdowns last year. They've got 2 running backs coming back. Number 12 with 670 yards, Cody White, and 332 yards for Simon. And I'm gonna struggle with this one.
I'll leave his name to you.
Three Tungan brothers on this Combs squad. One's a sophomore, one's a junior, and one is a senior. Tanima is the last name, and all of them are sizable, very thick, good football players, and all of them playing defense out here for this Combs squad. So it's going to be interesting. Hey, most importantly, this is the most important part of the game, injury report.
We're clean tonight, Jackie.
Sweet.
You know, very fortunate, you know. Last week we were here at our scrimmage, and we saw a couple kids go down from Pace and a couple go down from Trevor Brown. You know, it's unfortunate to see. We know it's a part of the game, but luckily for Mingus right now, no injuries, and hopefully for both teams tonight it stays that way.
That's what we certainly want to see, especially early in the season. And if there is an injury, I hope it's a cramp. That's what I hope it is, because it is a little humid out here.
Get him a banana. Let's go.
There we go. Packet of salt and throw it in. Here we go. That'll be good. 50th anniversary this year for Yavapai College. You can go to ycedu/50th and take a look at all their different anniversary events throughout Yavapai County, but not the only one celebrating an anniversary this year. 60th anniversary for Mingus Union High School, which is pretty important.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, 60 years, you know, to hear that, I obviously went here, graduated from Mingus. A lot of our new coaching staff here went to Mingus, graduated from here. That's awesome.
We're going to talk about the legacy being passed off, and we want to thank Taylor Waste and Taylor & Sons Hauling for being the game sponsor, which means that students get in free with the student section. It'll be loaded out here tonight at Mingus Union High School, and it looks like the Mingus Marauders are going to be coming out of the brand new tunnel out here today. And as they're doing that, and the screen is showing that, we want to talk about our brand new broadcast. Verde Valley TV broadcasting the games live. You can go to YouTube/Verde Valley TV or find the link at verdevalleytv.com. Brand new camera down on the field giving you these shots of the Mingus Marauders entering for the opening season game. Here we go, the Mingus Marauders taking the field out there. I love the purge start.
Oh, it's great.
Oh,
heard the cannon in the background there. Let's go.
Chaz Taylor out there with the American flag. Mestis with the Arizona flag. And it looks like Gronk has got one of the Marauder flags out there as well. Holy cow, the Mingus Marauders take the field. The seniors experiencing their first game of their high school career. We're going to take a break from Mingus Union High School. We'll return after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Welcome to the Vinny's New York Chef's Pizzeria pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 or even order online today at vinnysnewyorkpizza.com and have pasta, subs, burgers, a specialty pizza, and more delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings now. Let's head back live to the press box for Jackie and Carson.
Charlie Green, a Mingus Marauder here choir student doing the national anthem to kick us off for opening game here at Mingus Union High School. And as we were finishing up the Vinny's pregame report, we were talking about the change of legacy. What I think is absolutely phenomenal is we have now coaches on the field that have been coached by the legacy group for the Mingus Marauders. Coach Young retiring from Mingus Union High School. In fact, not retiring from high school football altogether. He will be the defensive coordinator at Notre Dame this year. But he has spent 25, 30 years of his life building this program, caring for these kids, caring for this school, and it has now passed on that legacy to Coach Ortiz, Coach Quesada, and other coaches that he had the opportunity to coach. Coach Youngberg as well, one of the coaches out here, and not only Coach Young, but the entire staff. Coach Dixon, the defensive coordinator for years, and the list really goes on. Coach Doug Barrett, how about Coach McKeever and Coach Cromer, who have done defensive and line for absolute years. Coach Galloway, I saw him in the audience. He walked by. The dedication, the service that these individuals have put into this program year after year, not only year after year, decade after decade. And what people might not understand is this is a full-time job on top of the full-time job that you actually go and get paid for.
Yeah, high school football requires a ton of dedication. It requires a ton of time. And, Jackie, I'd be lying if I told you I'm not a little sad right now that I don't look down there and see Coach Young or Coach Dixon down there, I'm going to miss them. Obviously I have a very close relationship with both of them, Coach Dixon being my father-in-law. But I know they're going to be, Coach Young will be preparing for his football game, but I know Coach Dixon will be listening in at home on the radio, watching us, cheering on Mingus football. And, like you said, the fact that, a majority of those coaches down there were all coached by Coach Young and that regime, they're bringing on a lot of tradition from them, and I can't wait to see how they do.
Oh, I know. Some of these players down here, some of these coaches down here, you actually had the opportunity to play with. You know them personally. You know them in the huddle, which is absolutely fantastic. A couple of coaches that have stuck around through the transition, of course, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. Coach Zabala. Yeah. Coach Zabala did a phenomenal job in that transition period where nobody really knew what anybody was allowed to do. And he just stepped up and did what he had to do to keep the group, the program, the kids together. And that was absolutely phenomenal. I've got kudos for him. Thank you, Coach Zabala, for doing that. Coach Brandon Figge has been phenomenal out here. I mean, right from the beginning through the whole thing. And as we go along, we have coaches coming up. We've got Coach Mo. We have Coach Harrison coming up from the youth leagues. Coach Fernando on the line has been phenomenal this year. Another former Mingus Marauder as well.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing with all of those guys. With Coach Quesada, Coach Ortiz, Coach Angiano. It's great to see Coach Chavez. You look down there, Matt Chavez is down there. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, Coach Chavez, one of the bookends from the all-decade team, without a doubt. Defensive end that just played with absolute passion. Chaz Taylor, we have got, let's see, who else do we have out there for the Mingus Marauders? It's going to be Ryan Griffin, Zachary Zero Morano, and Marquez Mestis, our captains for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and Mingus actually winning the toss here. They've chose to defer, so they will kick off and be receiving the ball at the start of the second half. So I'm excited to see how Mingus defense starts off. We'll see the anchor in there, Streck. You mentioned all the tackles he had last year. I got a good feeling he's going to surpass that total this year.
New defensive line, so to speak. In fact, Mingus, who has been in a 3-5, is now going for 4 down linemen. Ethan Hayden is going to be one of the defensive ends. The other bookend is going to be Ryan Griffin. He'll go both ways out here today. Ivan Gonzalez, a defensive tackle. Dominic McCauley will be another defensive tackle for the Mingus Marauders. Danny Rodriguez will be kicking off for the Mingus Marauders, and the kicking game is something we're looking for improvement from this year. And Danny's been working hard at it. I do believe that we're going to see an improvement in the kicking game, not only in the PATs, but the kickoff as well.
Yeah, crucial part of the game, special teams. got to win the field position battle, and a lot of that comes down to your kicker, and obviously the guys behind him containing the other team. Hopefully he sends this one into the end zone. We'll see.
Francisco Munoz is back along with number 6, Damian Dunn for the Combs Coyotes. Francisco Munoz, one of 2 players, in fact, one of 2 defensive players being recruited out there. Antonio Horrison, the other one that is being recruited from the quarterback position. So apparently they've got a few look-ats as well. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your ears. The cannon is going off. Danny Rodriguez puts it into play, and it gets into the end zone for a touchback. First kickoff of the year, finds the end zone, and a great job out there. Dunn tried to keep his body in play and be able to pull that back out.
Yeah, you didn't jinx him, Jack. You got that first touchback of the season. Couldn't start any better for Mingus here. Looking to pin Combs deep in their own territory. I'm just excited football's back, and we got a ton of Mingus fans in the stands here tonight. It's going to be rocking.
Big offensive line out here for the Combs Coyotes as the quarterback takes the snap, will hand it off, tries the left-hand side, gets caught in the backfield. Mingus doing a great job. Machado making first contact and stands up the runner, number 12, that's Cody White, and that's going to be a loss of about 4 yards, and that's how the season starts.
Yep, number 44, Kendrew Streck, also in there in the mix. And just an unbelievable start for Mingus here, swarming to the football. That's what you love to see to start the season. Pass to the outside, breaks one tackle, but rest of the Mingus secondary goes there to clean it up. It looks like we had, who we have over there?
Number 32 on the reception.
Number 30,
and that is going to be Antonio Horrison. So first completed pass, and it picks up 3. And it'll be 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Quarterback's going to roll to the near side, looking for a receiver. Throws downfield. It's overthrown. Overthrows everybody. Probably a wise choice. He was throwing into double coverage, and that's going to bring 4th and 11 from the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Combs decided to go with a little boot pass there. Actually, the quarterback had great protection. His line gave him a ton of time to throw, but credit to the Mingus secondary, had everyone covered up. Quarterback made the smart decision, just threw it away.
All right, punter comes out for the Combs squad. And if this is the same kid that was kicking 40-yard field goals, this one is up. It's going to be short. It will be somewhat returnable, and it bounces, and they're going to let it bounce. Nelson thought about taking the candy hop and then changed his mind, and it'll stop at about the 42-yard line. So Mingus will come out offensively for the first time as we take a look at the line. Gabe Myers, Christian Ruiz, Ryan Griffin. Center will be Zachary Zero Moreno. Isaiah Capello will be the right tackle out there. Chaz Taylor will be a wideout, as well as Marquez Mestis. Inside slot receivers, Fabian Jimenez, as well as Ken Drustek. Quarterback will be Antoine Zabala. Mingus will take over at the 42-yard line to start off offensively for the 2018 season. Spread formation. One back in the backfield, and that's going to be Nelson. And they got to help Moreno pull down the uniform. And we'll get that uniform piece out of way, just underway. Mingus's first possession, 10:45 left to go in the first period. As Mingus kick off and stopped Combs on 3 plays. There's the handoff. Nelson near side. He's got room to run. He's got a man on the near sideline and is pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, number 10, Joseph Jensen, with a touchdown-saving tackle for Combs. What a way to start the first offensive series for Mingus this year. Great blocks on the outside. Line did a good job sealing their man, and Nelson, speedster. Once you get him on the outside, he's tough to catch up to.
22 yards from first down. Mingus has the ball at the Coyotes' 36-yard line. Antoine takes the snap and will keep it himself, run up the middle. He's got some blocking and will get hit and tackled inside just outside the 30, down to the 31. Give him a gain of 9, almost 10 on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, Mingus goes with the same play, just to the opposite side, but Zabala decides to keep it and makes the wise decision following his blockers up. He actually ran into one of his blockers. You know, who knows if he doesn't hit him, maybe he picks up some more yardage. But Mingus going in the right direction now and looking to put the ball in the end zone.
Well, that's a good thing when you run into the back of your blockers. That means they're downfield putting a hat on somebody, right?
Yes, I hope so. Or maybe they're down there, you know, hey, how was your trip?
Right. Tight formation now. Mingus does hand it off, and Nelson's going to pick up the first down and more. Great block downfield by Chaz Taylor, and the flag's going to come out. He picks up the first down to about the 15-yard line, so if it stands, 11 yards on the carry. And the flag came out. We'll see what that's going to be all about. Our first flag of the 2018 season.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call a hold on Chaz, who actually pancaked his man onto the ground. It was, from my angle, a beautiful block. But one thing to be concerned with is Chaz came up a little bit slow there. He's still limping. It looks like the pile kind of rolled up onto the back of his leg, and he's still trying to walk it off.
So we're going to see where they're going to mark it. They're going to bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage here. And the flag was thrown. The flag was down at the 15-yard line. So I think they're discussing on where they're going to place it and what the options are. So
holding on the Marauders.
And it looks like they're going to come right back to the original line of scrimmage. So a 10-yard gain and a 10-yard penalty puts the ball right back where it was. So it will now be second and short once again, almost an official do-over. There is the snap. Nelson with the carry and the ball, and he is down inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Great cutback out there as he is able to scamper downfield rather easily.
Yeah, Nelson, very elusive once he gets that ball in his hands. Made a nice little cut there, and he's running hard to start the year. Him and Zabala.
So he's got 33 yards on 2 carries so far, a little bit better than his 2017 average.
Yeah, that's going to, I mean, if he can keep that up, you know, Mingus will take that all year.
So they're going to bring Mestis to the other side. Mingus with trips. You got Fabian, Mestis, and Taylor on the far side. Nobody on the near side. And there's the snap. They hand off, and here goes Nelson. Near side cuts it up underneath. Able to hang on to the ball. A little ball hacking by Combs out there. Almost ripped it away, and it'll be a gain of about 4.
Yeah, Mingus set up trips to the right. Looked like they were trying to catch Combs off guard and come back to the long side of the field. But Combs with a good defensive play. They're really, you know, their first positive play of the night.
2nd and 6 from the Combs 10-yard line. Mingus sets up in the spread formation once again. Trips to the near side, and they hand off to Nelson once again. He finds some running room. Does he get to the end zone? Is he in? No sign yet, other than the Mingus Marauders putting their hands up, and it looks like the near side referee is going to mark him just short. But it will be 1st and goal if that is the mark. No, they give him the touchdown.
Yeah, maybe they went to review there for a little bit.
I didn't see the headsets except with you.
Yeah, no, you know, maybe one of our Mingus guys talked to the ref and, hey, give us that touchdown.
8-11 in the first quarter, 8-11 left in the first quarter, an 11-yard touchdown run by Alex Nelson puts the Mingus Marauders up. Rodriguez with the extra point attempt. It is up and good. We will return Mingus with the lead. 1 possession, 1 touchdown, leading the Combs Coyotes by a score of 7-0. We're back after this.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
All right, Mingus set to kick off for the 2nd time in the game, now leading 7-0. It was really the Alex Nelson show as he went 4 carries, 48 yards, and a touchdown in the last drive for the Mingus Marauders. Rodriguez, touchback his first time. This one's going to be just a tad bit short. It'll be taken at about the 5-yard line. Trying the right-hand side, caught and dropped right at about the 20-yard line. So pretty much the same result as Mingus is able to do a great job. I believe that was Fanning with the tackle.
Yeah, Fanning comes flying in from the left side and just swipes the leg out of the return man, stop him right in his tracks. And, Mingus defense came out, 3 and out, get the ball to the offense, and, a few plays later in the end zone, see if they can duplicate it.
Power I in the backfield for Combs, and they're going to pitch it. They've got a fullback, and Cody White runs out of room and runs out of real estate. He'll lose a couple. Had 2 lead blockers out there. Great pursuit. And one of those lead blockers is, he's a big boy out there.
Yeah, he is.
Number 44, that's going to be, they call him John Tanima. Okay, senior, listed as a fullback, and he is a moving brick wall is what he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get in front of him.
All right, a loss of 2. They try the middle, and the pile goes forward for a gain of 2. Actually, it was a loss of 1 and a gain now of 3. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 as Combs has the ball at their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, really nice to see Mingus defense swarming to the ball. You got, the backside pursuit running in. It's really great to see.
Quarterback back to throw, trying the near side, tries to cut up underneath, caught by the uniform and dragged down, tried to split the difference, takes a hit, pops back up. That's a tough young man. That's Wayne Buck. He's a junior. He had plenty of time playing quarterback as a sophomore last year, and he'll pick up about 3 on the quarterback keeper, made something out of nothing. Good coverage downfield, and Combs will bring out the punt team again.
Yeah, kudos to big Ryan Griffin there coming in to make the tackle. Good job not giving up on the play.
No, did a great job on it, just grabbing the uniform and just tugging and holding. Good snap. Here's the punt. This one is high. It's going to be short, should be returnable. And Nelson's got to jump on it, picks it up, and then gets helicopter tackled right at midfield. They're going to mark his forward progress to the 49.
Yeah, pretty decent punt there from Combs, and Nelson just mishandled it, but got a nice hop right up into him, and fortunately for Mingus, they're able to hold on to the ball.
Well, that's always got to be nervous when you see that ball up there, especially early in the season. You haven't caught many of them, right?
Yeah, and I know, that was Coach Ortiz's specialty, return and punt, so I know he's going to be giving some words of advice to Nelson down there. And, I've been in that situation where Nelson is. You muff the punt and you think, oh, gosh, and then everybody's coming for you.
How important is a short memory?
Oh, you got to forget about it, because, I guarantee Mingus coming right back to him this series, and just forget about it. And really, you got to forget about the touchdown he scored on the previous drive, because this is a whole new drive.
What have you done for me lately?
Yep.
Right? It is a matter of minutes, indeed, and it's going to be an illegal procedure. I wonder if the clock ran out. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
The Marauders' delay of game.
Yep, delay of game is called. Second penalty against the Mingus Marauders. Had a hold on the first drive, and now a delay of game penalty on the second. That'll back up Mingus to their own 46.
Yeah, that's not going to make Coach Ortiz happy down there.
It's early game jitters,
Yeah.
It's early season, and you expect to see some of this stuff in the early season. Mingus spread formation, checking out the sideline. Antoine Zabala, the quarterback, checks his wrist. So does everybody else on the field.
I'll check mine.
What time is it? Nelson changes sides. Quarterback looks to throw, throws downfield, has a man. It's Streck. He catches it, loses his balance, and he's down to the 15.
Wow, what a dart thrown by Zabala right there. He had 2 big Combs defensive linemen right in his face. He stood in the pocket, delivered a strike, and Streck is just, what an athlete. You see him, you say, what's this big tight end doing running down the field? And then he takes off, and he's like a wideout, and just got the softest hands. What a catch.
And there's the touchdown pass going to Mestis, and it's knocked away at the very last second. The corner out there did a phenomenal job. knocking it away, and I think that was Dunn. I believe that was number 6, Dunn, out there for Combs. Mestis had that ball in his hands, and he swatted it away.
Dunn did exactly what you're taught. He got beat on the play, got his head around, though, and saw that the ball was going into Mestis' hands. It just reached in, ripped the arms, and unfortunately fouled incomplete. But I really like how Zabala's throwing this ball. 2 balls right on the money. He's feeling it.
So Mingus ran the whole time the first series and has 2 pass attempts now in the second series. Ball on the 18-yard line of Combs. 2nd and 10. Zabala is going to come to the near side. Throws, has a man. Oh, bounces off the hands, incomplete. Mestis was open and unable to contain that one and hold it in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mestis not able to hang on to it, but Zabala once again puts it right on the numbers. And, you know, if you're Coach Ortiz, you got to be happy with what you're seeing out of your quarterback so far to start this game. And, you know, it looks like Mingus will probably go to the air again here, it being 3rd and long. You know, I'd keep going to that side. It's been open. We'll see what Mingus decides to do here.
Jimenez and Mestis to the near side. Streck and Taylor to the top side. Nelson to the left of the quarterback, Zabala. And he's going to take the snap, and he is going to run. He's not going to pitch. He's going to run. He's going to take on a would-be tackler and will get knocked out of bounds at about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. We'll see where they're going to mark him.
Yeah, it looked like Zabala wanted to pitch that. He looked up and saw no one was in front of him. Decides to put his head down. Takes a pretty good hit, but bounces right back up and moves the chain for Mingus. And we'll have 1st and goal.
Wow, in 2 series, Zabala now has more rushing yards than he had all last season.
No.
Well, it's true. He ended up with quite a few sacks, though, which certainly helped.
Yeah.
Or hurt, I should say, hindered that. So 1st and goal from the 2-yard line, and the Mingus Marauders looking to strike again. They throw, and it is caught. And is it in the end zone? Yes. And that's going to be Streck with the touchdown. That one wasn't thrown as well, but Streck had the stick-em on the hands, able to get a hold of it.
Yeah, Streck, that ball touches his hands. He's usually bringing it in, and, you know, big guy like that, they were trying to hold him up at about the inch line, and they were doing it for a while, but Streck just overpowered him and got into the end zone, and Mingus is rolling right now.
First throwing touchdown of the season for Antoine Zabala. The extra point is up and bounces off the crossbar. When do you see that?
Wow.
Not the sidebars, the crossbar. So one more Weedy and Rodriguez would have had that one over the bar, but not to be. Right now, Mingus with 5:30 left to go in the first quarter, leading 13-0 here at home at Mingus Union High School. We're back after this.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, looking to kick off for the 3rd time in the game so far. Rodriguez approaches, kicks it deep toward the corner, taking it about the 6-yard line. Combs has got a little room to run. Blockers out in front, finds a hole, and it consumes him quickly, but he's out to about the 25.
Yeah, this will be Combs' best starting field position. So far, Mingus been able to stall their aerial attack by getting good pressure on the quarterback, and they've been able to stuff the run. We'll see if they can continue the success. Just Mingus really rolling tonight. You can feel the energy down there on the sideline, and you can feel it in the stands. Everyone's ready to go.
Wayne Buck takes the snap, will hand it off, tries the left-hand side. Cody White spins off of 2 would-be tacklers, and I believe there were 3 Marauders that did not get in on that tackle. That is gang tackling. That is definitely rallying to the ball.
Yeah, it is. Mingus doing an excellent job of that tonight. You know, these poor Combs running backs, as soon as they get the ball, they see 3 red jerseys in their face. I wouldn't want to be running the ball either if that's what I had to deal with.
Ooh, big red machine is certainly rolling, as Jesse would say, and the Mingus Marauders defensively. There's the ball up in the air. It's tipped away. Ooh, Fanning had a chance on it. The receiver was open out there as Buck found his would-be receiver, Skylar Moore, and it went off the top of his hands and floated to the ground, bringing up 3rd and 14 from the Combs 23-yard line.
Yeah, Combs tried a little play action, and actually Buck sold it really well. Put a good ball out there, but just off the fingertips of his wide receiver.
Oh, he sold it to me.
Yeah.
Had me fooled. 2 receivers to the right. Buck is back, looking for somewhere to go. He's got pressure, throws it downfield. He has a man, and it is up and off of his fingertips. And one of our new Marauders out there, Chris Matthey, on the coverage, pretty much step for step. And the ball was placed perfectly, only where his man could get to it.
You said it right there, Jackie. Good coverage by Mingus, but just an even better ball thrown by Buck. Unfortunately, his receiver not able to come down with it. I think he tried to jump for it. Maybe I think if he continues to run through it, it lands in his hands, and he might be heading into the end zone. But good job by Mingus defenders to be there to make it difficult to catch.
Says a previous receiver, yes. Oh, high snap off the punter. He's going to have to run with it. He finds some trouble. He's looking for somewhere to run, and Mingus is going to tackle him pretty much at the line of scrimmage and take over at the Combs 23-yard line. So a short field for the Mingus Marauders with a 13-point lead with 4:26 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, the punter, he's got a nice leg, not the tallest. So that ball gets snapped over his head. He does a great job of getting a hand on it. It bounces right up to him. He avoids one Mingus tackler. He actually had a chance to kick it, which I thought he might do, just to get the punt off to gain some sort of field position. But he decides to run it, and Mingus makes him pay the price.
Certainly so, and Mingus will take over with phenomenal field position. They do mark it at the 23-yard line, and this will be the 3rd time Mingus has had the ball. In fact, their worst field position was starting at the 49-yard line of the Combs Coyotes. Pass over the middle, wide open, received by Alex Nelson out of the backfield, and a touchdown. One strike and a second throwing touchdown by Antoine Zabala out here tonight in the first quarter.
Yeah, Zabala is on the money. I bet he could hit you and I with a pass up here. I bet he could fit it through this window.
I would not doubt it, as Nelson gets his first reception of the year and a touchdown to go along with it.
Yeah, Nelson's going to be keeping you busy tonight on that stat sheet.
No kidding, and the score sheet nonetheless. Danny Rodriguez, 1 for 2 so far with PAT points, and this one is up, and it is off to the right, no good. 4:18 left to go. Mingus extends the lead 19-0. We're back at Mingus Union High School after this.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Back here at Mingus Union High School. Hey, if you're just joining us, there are multiple ways to get this game. You can listen to it on 96.3 FM, KYBC. You can listen to it online through myradioplays.com and KYBC. You can see it live through VerdeValleyTV.com. There'll be a YouTube link, and you can watch the game live. That is a brand new addition to our Mingus Marauder broadcast out here today. And this year, kickoff goes to Combs. Picks it up at about the 15-yard line, has running room, far side, grabbed and taken out of bounds. The punter, Danny Rodriguez, takes him out of bounds, and Combs has their best field position of the game so far, as they're going to mark him at the 37.
Yeah, number 21, Jordan Lee, just taking off, and if Mingus didn't have their safety valve over there, he'd still be running. He kind of turned the jets on there. Wasn't expecting that.
That's how it happens. One good block, and you can find a crease in just about any wall, right?
Yeah.
That's how dams break,
That's
right?
That's how you used to run it.
Sure, of course. Let's go with that. Trips to the far side, and they're going to hand off, try the near side, and jumping through a hole is Cody White. Cody White has got a first down.
Yeah, you said jumping through the hole. I don't even think he ran. I think he was hopped the whole way through, back and forth like a pinball. And is that the first down Combs picked up tonight?
It is the first down, as they are dangerously close to Mingus Marauder territory once again. At the 47-48 yard line. There's the snap, and they're going to, quarterback keeps it, throws it up underneath. They're trying to set up a screen, and a tip is now completed to an offensive lineman. Now that is a dream come true, is it not? Number 69, Cole Evans, the center, with a reception.
I bet he wasn't expecting that when they strolled into Mingus tonight. Chaz actually blew that screen up, and the ball tips off the Combs receiver right into the hands of the center, and he picked up a nice yard or two.
Didn't expect that. A run up the middle for Combs is going to go for short yardage, as Mingus is able to jump on that pretty quickly. Lots of Marauders getting up off the bottom of the pile. Gain of 2 out there.
Yeah, Combs going into the playbook here on this drive, trying to mix it up, trying to get something started against this tough Mingus defense.
3rd and 4.
The center has a reception. How about that? Quick pass to the far side. Somebody wasn't on the same play sheet.
Nope.
And the quick curl did not happen. And the intended receiver on the far side, number 6, Damian Dunn, did not turn around. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now, you're down 19-0 in the first quarter, 2:55 left to go. Do you go for it?
I would if I was Combs right now. Buck has actually looked good behind his offensive line. He's throwing some good balls. Really, he's open for a receiver can make a play for him.
They are going to go for it. 2 receivers on the near side. They throw it up for Dunn. Had it in the hands and tipped away. It was there, but that's going to be a turnover on downs, and Mingus will get the ball back at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, Buck, they go back to the same play. Wide receiver on the same play sheet this time. Just has the quick slant go right through his hands, and they would have picked up the first down. So frustrated Combs offense walking back to their sideline.
Tiffany Construction, Lawler Construction, Priority Payment Tech.
Want to thank Taylor Waste and Taylor & Sons Hauling, being a game sponsor out here at Mingus Union High School. That means that they actually pay for all the students to get in free. So the red section is full out here. Mingus with the snap, and there goes Nelson. Nelson actually even slows down to make his cut. He'll pick up 11. Had about one more to beat to get to the safety, but that's going to move the chains and run them right back into Combs territory.
Yeah, credit to this experienced offensive line for Mingus, opening up some huge holes for Nelson tonight, and he'll be giving him a pat on the back when he walks back to the huddle.
They're going to want a steak dinner is what they're going to want.
Yeah, that might, be equivalent to maybe some Jack in the Box tacos at lunch on Monday or something.
That might be, and there is the keeper. Quarterback keeps it and will lean forward. Go down, young man. As Zabala gets manhandled and will lose 1. Did not hand it off, kept it, and maybe didn't read that one right.
Yeah, he'll probably watch that on film tomorrow morning and say, maybe I should have given that to Nelson. It looked like Nelson had just green grass for days.
Well, the bruise might remind you I should have given it to Nelson.
Yeah, or coach yelling in your ear.
Yeah, that could be too, but not so much to yell right now. The Mingus Marauders with 1:54 left to go in the first quarter, leading 19-0 over the Combs Coyotes. Zabala checks his wrist, and he'll wink over at Nelson, get him all set up, and we are going to have, looks like a delay of game penalty against the Mingus Marauders. That's going to bring up 2nd and 17. That is the second delay of game penalty against the Marauders out there, is struggling with a new offense, not able to get everything in line.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier, sometimes you have these issues first game of the season. Everyone's not on the same page. Sometimes you get some false starts. Mingus decides to take a timeout, talk it over. 1 minute 41 remaining here in the first quarter. Mingus up 19-0.
We're going to take a break from Mingus Union High School. We'll return for more action right after this.
Of sound impressions.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Marauders with a 2nd and a 17. The ball out to the Combs 49-yard line, leading 19-0. And getting set to try to put things into order here. This is their 4th possession. Man in motion now. There's the snap, and they hand off to Nelson. Nelson trying to get the corner. He got the corner, and up underneath. Great gain. Almost gets to the first down marker. Give him 16. That's going to make it 3rd and quite manageable, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I'd say Mingus' chances of getting this first down now have gone up quite a bit. And I'd like to give some credit out there to Chaz Taylor for an excellent block. We like to praise him for his safety abilities and his receiving abilities, but he's one heck of a blocker on the outside, something you need if you want to run these jet sweeps.
Mingus back and set, 3rd and 1. There's the snap, and they give it to Nelson. Nelson pounded in the backfield. Coming through is going to be big number 54 out there. Devin Montgomery, middle linebacker. I imagine the blitz was on. That's going to bring up a 4th and 4.
Yeah, they called that perfectly. Blitzed right into it, and Nelson really had no chance once. Actually, credit to him for just holding on to that ball.
TV has no audio. I don't know. So 4th and 4, and a punt opportunity or a go-for-it opportunity. It looks like Mingus is going to leave the offense on the field out there. Spread formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 back in the backfield, and there's the snap, and they throw downfield, and the flag comes out, and it is going to be a blown dead play. The pass was complete, and that could have been a touchdown.
Offsides defense.
And it's going to be an offsides defense, and they stopped the play on what would have been a completed pass and a touchdown. But it becomes an automatic first down for the Mingus Marauders, though. First penalty against the Coyotes out here. Mingus already has a 3 for 20 yards.
Yeah, it looked like a little run-pass option there for Mingus. And, Zabala hit Streck, which would have been a touchdown. I wouldn't be surprised if, Mingus goes right back to that play here. They'll fake the run up the middle and get Streck out over the top. Hit him for an open touchdown.
3 receivers on the near side, and Zabala is going to come to this side. Has a man. Streck with the reception, and he'll outrun defensive players and into the end zone for a touchdown. 30 yards on the reception, thrown about 18 yards downfield, and 12 more rack yards to pay dirt for the Mingus Marauders.
All right. Just Zabala putting it, just on the money again. Streck, I'll continue to say this all year, man. That guy is just, what an athlete. Catch it, run it, tackle, whatever you need him to do. And another flag thrown here, and looks like Combs had some guys running in off the field late. Oh,
unsportsmanlike against the Mingus Marauders.
Against Mingus.
Excuse me.
And that's going to be a costly penalty. Hopefully that one doesn't come with any extracurricular penalties involved with it.
Yeah.
But when the white hat is rather passionate about it.
Yeah, he must have heard something. I didn't see anything going down. Maybe some words were exchanged between players.
Well, that was the last play of the first quarter. We still have the extra point attempt still coming up.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Mingus.
So the rule is if you have 2 unsportsmanlikes, then you are automatically removed from the game, and there are penalties that go into other games as well. Coach Ortiz out there for the Mingus Marauders getting an explanation of the play, and Rodriguez is going to start or try an extra point that is going to be 35 yards long, so a 35-yard extra point attempt.
Yeah, not what you want after you've missed your last 2.
No, that is true. He is 1 for 3 so far. There's the snap. Good snap. Decent hole. Kick is low, and it is no good.
Really good.
It will be off to the left side this time. Line drive, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. The Mingus Marauders up 25-0 over the Combs Coyotes. We'll return for the second quarter coming up after this.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by at Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Second quarter begins with the Mingus Marauders on top 25-0 over the Combs Coyotes, and they will be kicking off for the fifth time in the game. They kicked off to start the game, and 4 scores later, that's almost like a poem, huh? 4 scores later, the Mingus Marauders are on top 25-0.
Yeah, I mean, if you would ask Coach Ortiz, at the end of the first quarter, your first head coaching game, you'll be up 25-0. I would think, maybe he'd be okay with that.
All right, I would certainly think so. Get some of the jitters out of there for our new head coach, Robert Ortiz, former Mingus Marauder, comes to the Mingus Marauders from the coaching staff at Mesa Community College, which reminds me that the community colleges in Phoenix have announced that they're ending their football programs as of next year, which I think is a crime. But
very unfortunate.
There's the kickoff, pooch kick, and it'll be taken short. Number 8 with the ball, has a seam, and will get the ball up past the 41-yard line. And snagging that one out of the air is Joseph Jensen, a sophomore, and he caught it on the run, and man, he just looked like an antelope bouncing to the far side of the field.
Yeah, he did exactly what you're taught. Get that ball and get right upfield. Didn't dance around. As soon as he got it, he looked like he had his eyes on the end zone. Luckily, Mingus had some guys over there able to bring him down. But great starting field position for Combs.
5th possession for Combs as they will start at their own 41-yard line. Buck has got one man in the backfield with him, and that's going to be number 21, Jordan Lee. And we're going to start off with a timeout.
Called by Combs.
Combs will take the timeout, so one timeout for each of the squads so far in this one. And you know what? I want to go through, if there are people that are just joining us now, about some of the coaching staff changes. And we're talking about the legacy changing hands, which I think is just absolutely phenomenal. So you've got Coach McKeever and Coach Cromer and Coach Young and Coach Dixon and Coach Galloway and Coach Dougie Barrett. And you've got these coaches that have been in the program for decades, handing it over to kids that they coached. I call them kids because they're all still kids to me.
Yeah, I think if they were going to hand it over to anybody, they'd be happy with these guys right here. They coached them, so they know the knowledge that they passed on to them. And all these coaches down here, very respectable young men. I know them personally. I don't know how I'd feel if I was down there. They were yelling at me. being their friend. But I think they're going to do a great job with these kids here. And, so far so good. They all got the matching white shirts. They look pretty good.
It's all about the dress, isn't it? Buck is back, looks to throw, has a receiver wide open across the middle of the field. Cut down just at the first down marker out there, and that is going to be a catch by, it looked like Dunn, number 6.
Yeah, nice play call there from the Combs Coyotes. They come out of the timeout, have a little trickery up their sleeve, and a first down pickup, and they'll go back to the shotgun formation.
Back to throw again. Once again, no, they're going to hand off. Coming to the near side. Pursuit is underway. Around the corner is Lee. Lee is caught and driven way out of bounds. Machado and makes that tackle that ends up about 6 or 7 yards out of bounds, but it might be enough for another first down. There is another flag on the play there at the 40-yard line. What'd you see, sir?
I think we got maybe a hold on Combs, the wideout. On the near side of the field, it got into a little holding match with Fanning, and was able to pick up that flag, and they're going to be moving back.
Second penalty out there for the visiting Coyotes here at Mingus Union High School. Our broadcast all season long, of course, and we will be back at home. Sholo, a thorn in the side White Mountain team, coming to Mingus Union High School next week.
Oh, man, Sholo's been a pain in the butt since I can remember, playing them in Mighty Mites, going all the way up through the ranks, and well, I don't know what's going on in the field. We got guys running all over. It looks like change of a quarter. We got teams switching sides, back.
Well, it's almost like they assumed the penalty was going to be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. No, it's from it's a point of foul.
Oh, whoa.
Bobo snap, and it is thrown. And that whole play is amazing that it even got off. The running back had a hand on the snap as well as the quarterback.
A little hot potato back there. Here, you take it. And Buck actually gets off a decent pass, and wide receiver lays out for it. Falls incomplete. And, there's a little mistakes Combs has made throughout the night that, that has them in this 25-0 hole. If they want to have a chance in this game, they got to clean some of those things up.
2nd and 12. Buck is back, throws it up underneath. Almost picked off, overthrew his receiver, intended out there for Skylar Moore. And it looked like Chaz Taylor had a chance to get that one. He looked like an outfielder sliding for that catch in the outfield, that dropping line drive, but it still falls to the turf.
Yeah, I played a little outfield, Jackie, so I've had a couple of those line drives go right past me into the fence, and then everyone's yelling at you while the guy runs around the bases.
11:07 left to go in the first half. Clock stops with the incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd and 12. Buck is back again. He's got pressure. He's got to push off of one of his offensive linemen. Throws the ball downfield. He has a man, and he's scampering for a first down. Cuts up underneath, and he's still on his feet inside the 20 down to the 15.
What a play from the quarterback, Buck, right there. Had guys just in his face. He just kept backpedaling, buying himself some time. Comes around to the left side and throws a dart to number 12. That's
Cody Moore.
Yes. And, making something out of nothing there. And the biggest gain of the night for Combs, and they're threatening to score.
Cody Moore with the 36-yard reception sets his team up just inside the 15-yard line. Quarterback goes under center, looking to hand it off. They do hand it off. They try the left-hand side. There's a seam, and down inside the 10, down to about the 7, goes number 8, Joseph Jensen.
8-yard gain.
Yeah, looks like a little more urgency in this Combs offense right now. Mingus defense, looking a little tired. First time they've really had to, hustle back play after play, and ball right outside of the 5.
There's the snap, and the run goes up toward the middle. Mingus is going to stop it down at the goal line, but that's going to be good for a first down. So 1st and goal out there for the Combs Coyotes.
This is definitely four down territory for the Coyotes, being down 25-0.
There's the snap and a push into the end zone. That should be a touchdown. Quarterback keeper? It was indeed. And so Buck gets his squad on the board. 25-6 is the Coyotes score. against the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, I think it's fitting that Buck says, "Hey guys, I'm going to take this myself." You know, he's been one of the lone playmakers here for Combs tonight, and really willing his team down the field on that drive to take the shutout away from Mingus.
And the kick is up and good.
Get their first score of the year.
25-7, the Mingus Marauders on top. They'll get the ball back with 9:52 left to go in the first half. We'll be back to Mingus Union High School after this.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
A 1-yard keeper by Buck and an extra point makes it a 25-7 contest out here as the Mingus Marauders go for their first return of the year. It's the first time they'll have a kickoff return. How about that?
Yeah, excited to see what our return team looks like. A little bit different not having Tyler Kelly back there, who was just a force.
That he was indeed. In fact, they're going to pooch it, and it's going to be covered by the Mingus Marauders up man, and almost lost, but he's able to keep a hand on it. I'm trying to get a number off that. That was 3. That was going to be Jimenez. Fabian covers that ball with part of the good hands team. So Combs tries to come out with a little trickery and gives Mingus good field position.
Almost paid off for them too. If Fabian, doesn't get that paw on that ball, that thing's squirting around out there, and it's anybody's ball at that point. You know how that football likes to squibble around.
That's why it's not round. It does strange things.
Oh man,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like flubber out there. You can't corral it.
Oh, okay. So our first Walt Disney reference of the year, right?
I had to do it. I won't bring it up again. It's green. Can't mention anything green around here.
There you go. Mingus tight formation still. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 tight end on the near side, and there's the snap and a run by Mingus. And up the middle is going to be Nelson, and he is gang tackled after a gain of about 6. Good blocking as he cut that one up underneath. I thought he was going to bounce it to the outside.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to take it to the outside. I'm with you there. But patient running, follows his blocker up the hole and picks up a nice chunk on first down.
Montgomery makes the tackle for the Combs squad. A 5-yard gain, almost 6 for the Mingus Marauders. And Alex Nelson, 77 yards on 8 carries here in the first half. Mingus has got themselves set up. And Zabala takes the snap and looks to pitch out to the outside. Good running room from Nelson. He cuts it back inside. Off to the races he goes. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5, and caught from behind by the big man at the 3.
Wow, what a block from Chaz Taylor on the outside. Good blocking from everybody. Line did a good job. Great pitch from Zabala. And I got to give credit to that secondary of the Coyotes for catching up with Nelson. Usually, he breaks away like that, you might as well say bye.
I said bye.
Yeah, I thought he was gone. A couple quick guys in that secondary able to catch him. And I know Nelson's probably kicking the dirt right now saying, dang, I should have gotten that end zone.
That's hard. By a defense,
Yeah.
It's down 25-7. That is hard right there on the football field.
It would have been very easy to give that up.
So Mingus with first and goal. Zabala's going to go to the right-hand side. Has a wide open man who bobbles it but catches it. No, out of bounds.
Looks like he's out of bounds.
They say that he's out of bounds. Nick Lenars out there had that ball in the breadbasket, and just like a toaster, it bounced up.
Yeah, he bobbling it over there. Ref right on it, right in front of the ref. Looked down, said, no, you're out of bounds. Sorry. Better luck next time. And looked like a good ball there from Zabala.
He was wide, absolutely wide open.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're too wide open.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing. I can't be this wide open.
No,
you know?
everybody's watching me.
So Mingus will set it back up. You've got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Zabala will wander to the near side. He looks to keep it himself and finds a way toward the end zone. Takes a shot at the end zone, but gets over for the touchdown. And Zabala with a rushing touchdown with 8:09 left to go makes it a 31-7 game.
Yeah, Coach Ortiz holding his breath on that play when he saw he wanted to tuck it and run and took a huge shot. You know, that play reminded me actually last year, I believe our first home opener against Cactus Shadows. He took a hit like that down there and fumbled it actually. This time holds on to it, gets into the end zone for a tough run. And the way Zabala's running and throwing the ball tonight is really special. Hopefully he'll be able to keep this up all year, and it'll be fun to watch.
Zabala holds. Rodriguez up and going the opposite direction. He's perfect. He gets it through for the extra point. 32-7, 8:09 left to go in quarter number 2. We're back at Mingus Union High School after this.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by a Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
Well, Rodriguez is going to be a little sore in the right thigh from this one. He gets to kick off again. He has had more practice than practice.
Yeah, hey, you'll take that anytime you can get it in the game.
There's the Purge siren once again. And there's the kick, and it is deep, and it's going to take him back to the 5-yard line. Combs will return it, finds a hole and a seam, and Mingus almost had him still on his feet, and down the sideline he goes. He's at the 40, he's at the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown! A kickoff return for a touchdown from number 21, and that is Jordan Lee.
And we got a flag on the far side of the field. Not sure what it was. You know, I was watching the guy with the ball. So this is on the completely opposite side of the field. See what the refs have to say, and you know, that was, you know, a lot of poor tackling by Mingus right there. Just kind of swiping at them with the arms. Someone running that fast, especially on a kickoff return, they got full speed going. You got to get your body in front of them and make a play.
Unsportsmanlike by or against Combs. They're going to say the touchdown is good, so they're going to apply that penalty either to the extra point or to the kickoff. And
ref's not letting anything slide tonight.
No,
which is good. You know, you want a clean game out there, good sportsmanship.
So Mingus's touchdown responded to immediately by the Coyotes, a 96-yard kickoff return for the touchdown by Jordan Lee. And the ensuing extra point attempt coming up. And I believe that they're going to probably do the penalty, assess the penalty probably on the kickoff then.
Yeah, that looks like what they're going to go with here.
I believe that this year coaches have a few more choices and options on a dead ball in a completed kind of process like that.
Yep.
The extra point, Ian Loggins kicks it through. The junior is perfect, 2 for 2. 32-14, the Mingus Marauders lead. They'll get the ball back, should have good field position with the penalty on the kickoff. We're back after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Well, they set the ball at the 40, and I thought maybe they had forgotten about the penalty, but somebody didn't. And they're going to bring the ball back and give it to the man kicking off, and they'll set him up at the 25-yard line. It looks like Jalen Lupton, number 22, is going to kick off. Last time he blooped it. Fabian had to cover it.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go with that option here, because if Mingus recovers it, they'll have the ball in really good field position.
And they're going to line drive it, and it will get past Nelson. He'll chase it down at about the 17-yard line, have a return available, and will get caught at about the 25-yard line, 24-yard line. So Mingus will start inside their own territory for only the second time this game.
I mean, if you're Combs, you have to be extremely happy with how that turned out. Couldn't have gone any better. They get an excellent kick. You know, that football could go anywhere. Bounces past Nelson, and he has to run it down, and great pursuit from the Combs kickoff squad. And Mingus now backed up a little bit. Couple scores for Combs here, maybe gaining a little bit of momentum. See if the Mingus offense can shut it down.
Well, this Combs squad definitely could put up yardage. Last year they put up 36 or 2,700 yards from the line of scrimmage and had 4 touchdowns from interception returns, fumble returns, etc. Mingus runs the ball, and Nelson gets caught by the uniform and is dropped for a loss down at the 20-yard line, and he is dropped hard with bias.
Yeah, that was big number 76.
Simon Tanima with the tackle.
Twamina.
All right.
Is that right?
Like I said, I'm going to leave it to you.
Tamina.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, and you mentioned this earlier, Jackie, but there hasn't been any quit in this Combs squad. You know, they got down 25 zip early, and they battled here, and you know, they made it a respectable game. And you know, Mingus might have thought, hey, you know, we can roll through this one, not so fast. You know, they're going to have to dig deep here and you know, pull out a score here before the end of this first half.
And quarterback's going to keep it again, finds himself in trouble, looking to try to get the ball downfield, didn't find an open receiver, and will take the sack, the first sack of the season, down there deep in Mingus territory inside the 20. And when he spun out of the first option, he looked to throw the ball and didn't find anybody downfield.
Yeah, I thought he had a man open, but looking at it again here, there was a safety coming down on that receiver he was eyeing, so actually does a good job. I mean, I don't want to say good job taking the sack, but, you know, you'd rather hold on to the ball for another play than throw an interception.
Mingus will bring 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 1 man in the backfield out there with Zabala. 6:05 left to go, second quarter action. Lots of plays so far from both squads, and an Olympic toss from the referee. I believe that flag went 42.5 feet in the air for another delay of game call against the Mingus Marauders. Yeah.
There it is.
And that's actually dangerous because they have a little weight to them.
Yeah.
What if that hit you in the head, you know?
You better watch out. And Mingus going the wrong way on this series, or in this possession here.
3rd and 17, it says the scoreboard. The ball for the Mingus Marauders at their own 17-yard line. Zabala with the snap. He'll come out to the near side. Wanders, throws the ball downfield, and it is caught by Chaz Taylor. He's caught from behind, but not until he gets into Combs territory. 45-yard line. And did you see yellow, sir?
Reception for the Marauders.
Yeah, I think we might have a
flag on the play.
Sideline interference.
It'd be 42 yards on the reception if it stands. And we will see. We're going to have the referee coming over to talk, and it looks like the ball is going to be coming back according to Combs' response and reaction. Mingus backing up.
Now, Combs actually had that play covered very well. Looked like the guy on Chaz slipped up. Maybe it looked like he thought he could get a chance to intercept it. Kind of trips over a couple feet out there. Falls down, which opens up Chaz wide open, catches it, and a good thing Combs had some pursuit coming. They were able to catch Chaz, but now we got unsportsmanlike conduct on Mingus. So they did first. They have the first down from the pass play. They'll just back it up a little bit more.
So they are going to count the 42-yard reception there for Chaz Taylor, and then take the 15 yards off from there. So it's going to be a first down for the Mingus Marauders at their own 40-yard line, which is the most important part. They get the first down and keep the ball.
Yeah, it looked like there was some confusion down there on the field as to whether Mingus did not have the first down or if they were going to get to keep the first down.
Wasn't sure where they were going to mark it, from the spot of the infraction or... All right, Mingus making some last-second changes here to the receivers on the far side. Zabala takes the snap, looks to throw downfield, has a man, and it is caught. A hard tackle out there. Chaz Taylor with his second reception in a row. Well, first one was 42 yards. This one is 8 yards, so apparently this is going to be the Chaz Taylor drive.
Yeah, I was waiting to see how long we'd get into this game before we got Chaz the ball on offense. It was Nelson first quarter. It looks like it's going to be Chaz this quarter.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Spread offense. Combs, late adjustments to the line as they switch defensively. Zabala looking to take the snap. He'll move Nelson over to the other side. There's the snap. Zabala looking and brings it down. Chooses to run. He's got a first down and will not slide. He gets down to the 45-yard line. And from up here, maybe it was mentally or maybe it was actually physically that I heard the word slide.
Yeah, we don't want Zabala taking any unnecessary hits. Anytime he can get down, we'd like to see it. He is a competitor, though. We know he wants to get every yard he can, but sometimes, it's better to live to play another down than take a big hit.
Yeah, we're trying to raise funds to get Javi Baez to come out and teach Zabala how to slide.
You would bring a cubby in here, huh?
Of course I would. Mingus, 3 receivers to the near side. There's the snap. Zabala, swing pass out to Colby Fanning. He catches it out to the outside and follows his blockers well. Good gain of about 7, bringing up second and third from the Combs 37-yard line.
Yeah, Blanara is on the outside, getting a nice seal block for Fanning to be able to turn it up and get a nice gain. Like that play call right there. Get everyone going downfield, swing it out into the flats, and let your running back do the work.
So Fanning with his first reception of the 2018 season, 7 yards. And Zabala is almost at 150 passing yards for the game as they'll wander to the right-hand side, throw the ball downfield, has a receiver, turns around, and a phenomenal catch out there. Mestis with the catch. When he was wide open, he had trouble. When he is in absolute trouble and covered very well, he catches the ball without a problem.
And I think this would be a good time to bring up the new face guarding rule in high school football. Face guarding is allowed now as long as you don't make any contact with the wide receiver, and that happened on that play, but able to make a tremendous catch.
And there's the throw. Zabala completely spun around looking for a receiver and throws it incomplete out there. Intended receiver for Nick Blenars, another senior out there for the squad, and they're going to put the ball back down at the 3-yard line for the Mingus Marauders. That ends a streak. Zabala was 4 in a row out there. And completed passes. Mestis, that's his first reception of the year for 34 yards, by the way.
Real difficult one.
Mingus, spread formation, 2 receivers either side. Zabala takes the snap. He's going to go to the far side. It has a man open, diving for the end zone. And in is going to be Alex Nelson off the pitch. 3-yard pitch for the touchdown.
Yeah, now, I couldn't tell from our angle, did he pitch it back or was it maybe a lateral forward? What was that? Would it have been a pass, or I think was he behind the line?
I believe that was. I think he was still behind the line.
Okay.
I think he was still behind the line, so it's going to go for the rushing touchdown, I believe. That's why there's film, right? And of course, you can watch the games live. VerdeValleyTV.com. Rodriguez splits the uprights for the extra point, and Mingus extends the lead out there.
He just had to change sides of the field, that's all.
He likes kicking this way. 39-14, 3:40 left to go in the first half. We're back at Mingus Union High School after this.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, great sideline shots down there. John Stabe on the sideline camera at the moment, I believe. Of course, another former Mingus Marauder on the crew, Nick Yatsenko, also running camera. Danny Rodriguez will kick this one off toward the corner. It'll go to Lee. He'll drop it, pick it back up at the 4. He just ran one back for 96 yards. He's going to try the other side. Finds the seam, still on his feet, grabbed by the back of the jersey and thrown down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he thought, well, let me try the other side, see if I can get around, and almost did. Finally able to get corralled over there and brought down.
Ethan Hayden with the tackle.
Ethan Hayden on the tackle. They call him Sedona. Everybody's got nicknames. You remember the nicknames, right?
Oh, yeah. You have to have a nickname, right?
And our center, Zach Moreno, actually wanted his nickname Zero in his name on the program.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's Zachary Zero Moreno, number 70, our center.
Okay.
There's the snap, handoff, bounces off of one would-be tackler, and Streck makes him pay for it.
Yeah, maybe he would have been better to get taken down by the first guy that didn't have Streck land on you.
You know, during the course of the summer, there's been several times that I've been holding the pad for Streck. I'd rather fall down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If I saw you behind that pad, I'd be coming after you too, Jackie.
You know, yeah, people pick on me. Lee goes forward before the snap. No call there. There's the throw. It's broken up nicely as Jimenez gets a hand around the receiver and in, and it's called incomplete. Did you see what I saw, Jordan Lee?
Yeah.
Almost like arena football moving toward the line when the snap was
Refs
happening.
must have been looking at something else, and then we had wide receiver Devin Mock, asking for a flag on that play, but actually great pass defense by Fabian Jimenez right there. I don't know what the Combs guy wanted to be called, but good defense.
Receivers near side. Buck looking. He's going to have to get rid of the ball. Throws it away and wisely throws it away as McConnelly and
yeah, it looked like he threw that to Coach Fernando Anguiano out there, and
there we go.
Fernando unable to make the catch. I'll have to get on him about that.
Hayden, Ethan Hayden, the defensive end, and McCauley, both breathing down his neck. He got rid of it, but that's going to bring up 4th and 10 from the 29-yard line. So 3 plays later, and Mingus will get the ball back with 2:43 left to go. Last time a high snap to the punter for Combs.
Yep.
See if they get that problem corrected. They do. It's perfect. Nice snap. Nice punt. This one's returnable. Chaz Taylor back. Looks to set it up. Cuts to the near side. Comes the other way. He's going to have to outrun some would-be tacklers. Gets around one at the 50. Gets a block. Lowers his shoulder and gets into Combs territory. Almost back to the first down marker at the Combs 47-yard line. Great job. Individual effort out there. Couple of good blocks for Chaz Taylor on the return.
Some great blocks. Chaz caught the ball, made a couple moves to the left side, saw nothing was there, reversed field, and credit to his teammates staying with the play, picked up some blockers, and all Chaz needs is a little bit of room, and he'll make something out of it.
Antoine Sabala has dealt fairly at the table. 5 different receivers with catches out there for the Mingus Marauders.
That's Tom Brady-esque.
Indeed. I don't like that reference, but that's all right.
Okay.
But I do like the reference. Zabala's back, looking to throw, steps up, throws the ball downfield, has a man slightly overthrown. Intended receiver was Fabian Jimenez out there, just running the streak right down the hash mark. And a well thrown ball. Great job actually keeping his wherewithal in that pocket.
Oh, he stepped up, like Tom Brady once again, and he did a good job filling the pressure from his backside, stepped up in the pocket, delivered really the only ball he's overthrown tonight, and just by a bit.
3 receivers on the far side. Zabala is going to wander to the far side, finds a receiver, throws low, and uncatchable. And that is going to be on the ground. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Mingus Marauders at the 42-yard line. They have not eaten very much time. This new throwing offense, since we've been throwing a whole bunch here in the latter part of the first quarter and the second quarter, the clock ticks slow.
Yeah, and we happen to be in, let's just say we don't have air conditioning where we're standing. We're a little bit hot. So,
but we are not in Phoenix, and it was overcast. So
yes,
we're gonna thank the Lord for that,
yes.
No doubt.
Why am I complaining?
3rd and 10. Zabala takes the snap. Ooh, jailbreak, and there was a reception, and then it bounces out. Not called a catch. It's going to be incomplete out there. The screen was set up beautifully, and as he was catching it and bringing it down to make a football move, it was knocked out of his hands. So 4th down, and Rodriguez coming out, might be the first punt for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, well, which is you got to practice your punts. This is a good opportunity here to see what our punt team looks like. Hopefully we can pin them deep here. Little coffin corner. Little Madden minicamp game there for you, Jackie.
There you go. There's the snap. Bad snap. Rodriguez is going to have to get on top of it and jump and down it at the 35-yard line. Covered out there by Devin Mock, who came flying in like a bullet. And Rodriguez didn't have a chance to get that one turned around. They're going to mark it at the 37. So forward progress. And punt team obviously not practiced out here in the first half. The first show didn't go well.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Ortiz is going to let them use that as an excuse. But Coach, we haven't had enough practice tonight punting. What did you expect?
Right.
Well, I expect us not to bowl the ball back to our punter there.
That was the first possession that Mingus did not score on. Tight formation out here from the Coyotes. Quarterback's going to keep it. Wanders, throws, got a man downfield. It's going to be Devin Mock, and he will gain about 9. Clock becomes an issue as we go under 150 left to go in the first half. Still plenty of time. 2 timeouts available out there for Combs.
Yeah, Combs in the hurry up here. They have 2 timeouts remaining. 1:30 left. They're looking at the wristbands, thinking about it. They're set up now.
Just under 1:30 now. Puts a man in motion. There's the snap. They fake the jet, and the ball's on the ground, covered. And it's going to be picked up by the Mingus Marauders. Gabe Myers, the first takeaway for the Mingus Marauders. The exchange was not pretty with the attempted moving parts there, a triple option. And the jet sweep, and the Mingus Marauders will get the fumble recovery and take over at their own 31.
Yeah, Combs' backfield not on the same page right there at all. Running back wasn't sure what they were doing. Quarterback not sure. And they let a really good opportunity go right through their hands right there. And Mingus now, with a couple timeouts left themselves, have a minute 22 to go down and put some more points on the board.
If you're just joining us, Mingus leading 39-14 here, second quarter action. Quarterback looks to throw all the way across the field, intended for Jimenez, and overthrows him through to the long side of the field that time.
Yeah, tough throw right there, trying to get that out route, get a nice game, but also get out of bounds, save some clock. We'll see if, since Mingus does have those timeouts, see if they'll try anything long over the middle. Maybe Chaz on a go route.
Makes you wonder whether or not they would hand it off and run the clock out with a 39-14 lead here.
Haven't really seen much running since Nelson in the first quarter.
And there's the handoff, and Nelson, quarterback's going to keep it, and he's got some running room and takes on a would-be blocker, and he's down to about the 40-yard line, the 39-yard line, and the gasp from the press box room down the hall. As Coach Zabala not really happy with his quarterback running that ball, or his son running that ball.
Yeah, well, a lot of the fans aren't happy too. You don't want to see him take that hit. That was a big hit. Actually, he lowered his shoulder as well. He wanted to take on that contact, and another unsportsmanlike penalty.
Yep, and that's I think that was part of the tackle. And that might be the new lower your head rule.
Oh, kind of like the one we've been seeing in pro football.
Yeah, and all the announcers are just as confused as we are.
Yeah.
What does that constitute?
Huh?
Third penalty out there for the Combs Coyotes. Pardon me, fourth penalty. And the Mingus Marauders will have the ball inside Combs territory. 1st and 10 now from the Combs 45-yard line. 55 seconds left to go in the first half. Clock is rolling, and there's the handoff, and trying to get around a great solo effort out there. A phenomenal tackle from, was that number 8?
Yeah, Joseph Jensen.
Or was it 44?
Or no, excuse me, that was 44. That was...
They call him John.
We'll go John.
Yeah, they call him John Tanima. And a phenomenal individual effort, and it's going to force Mingus to take a timeout with 44 seconds left to go. The ball right at the 50-yard line. And Nelson not able to get out of the big paws of the young man. 3 brothers on that squad, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior.
How about that?
3 see if I can do this. Tanimas on the defensive side of the ball for this Combs Coyote squad.
Unique New York, right? No.
Yes, something like that. But yeah. So Mingus will have the ball now, 2nd and 15, or nearly 15 from the 50, right at midfield. Mingus with a lead of 39-14 here. Looking to protect the ball, possibly score going into halftime here. There's the snap, and quarterback will do a swing to the near side, and Nelson beats one man, still on his feet, able to get away and get a first down, and he keeps going, and finally caught, and he dives towards out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and it looks like he did get out of bounds to stop the clock with 31 seconds left to go.
Yeah, so him getting out of bounds right there stops the clock, but also him breaking those tackles now gives Mingus, they could have multiple shots at the end zone here.
Well, they say he didn't get out of bounds. They just set the ball. Quarterback throws, and far side, that's going to be Jimenez, and Jimenez tips toes for the first down and out of bounds, and they're going to put him at the 16-yard line. But that's going to be first down with 19 seconds left to go.
Yeah, nice to see. You could tell that, Mingus during the week went over their 2-minute offense here. Everyone knows what they're doing. Coach Ortiz just calls something. Everyone's on the line. Everyone knows their role. There's not too much looking at the wristbands in this situation. Usually just call out a number and get to your spot and hope Zabala will hit you with a nice pass.
Zabala takes the snap out of shotgun, looking downfield, throws the ball. It's coming to the near side, and intended for Chaz Taylor, falls incomplete. The comebacker, just a little bit too much comeback on that one.
Yeah, and there is a flag on the field. We have a holding on Mingus, so that'll move it back. Not something you want here when you're trying to score before the half. So now that'll leave 15 seconds left on the clock, and I would think maybe Mingus takes a few shots at the end zone here.
Now, if I understand the new rules here, the Combs squad had the opportunity to take the penalty, which works out to be a 14-yard penalty or a 10-second runoff.
Whoa, is that 10-second runoff under a certain amount of time?
Within the last 2 minutes, yes.
I should have brought my
sometimes
rule
penalties are done on purpose to stop the clock, so that's a countermeasure to that. Empty backfield for the Mingus Marauders. Zabala lets it fly. He's got Streck downfield, and it's just off the fingertips. 9 seconds remain. And that would have been a highlight film. Da-na-net, da-na-net.
Yeah, Streck had his man beat. Lays all out for it. Got just his fingertips on it, but it falls incomplete. Zabala shaking his head on that one. He wishes he could have that back. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to it here.
That was one too many Wheaties, yes?
Yeah. Probably got a little bit excited, saw how open he was.
Yeah, 9 seconds left, second, and for all practical purposes, goal for the Mingus Marauders from the Combs 29.5-yard line. Zabala's back, he's got time, throws it up underneath, and it is going to be thrown short. Intended receiver was Mestis, and that's going to leave 5 seconds left to go. And a 3rd and goal. So,
Marauders will have one more shot.
Mingus has one more shot, but they have also effectively used up the clock, too.
Yeah, so, as long as you don't throw an interception here and they run it back, we should be fine.
That is true. that is true.
Oh, I would say, it looks over here. We got Streck and Chaz here to the strong side of the field, and I wouldn't be surprised maybe a jump, not even a jump ball here, but I'm surprised Combs isn't playing off a little bit more. They know they're going to the end zone. And there it is.
Thrown up, and it goes to Taylor. It is picked off in the end zone, number 32. With the interception, that's going to be Horrison. And that is one of the young men that coach was telling us about. The Combs coach was telling us that that's one of the young men that's actually sought after and being looked at by a few coaches out there. So the first half is going to end on an interception, and Mingus will go into the locker room with a 39-14 lead. They'll get the ball first here in the second half. We'll return for the halftime show, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. We're back after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're a dealer for you, located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. Stick around for the first half recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now, let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Welcome to halftime out here as awards being on the field. Is that Vinny getting an award?
Wow,
I believe that is Vinny getting an award. That is a special team made flag out of metal, Mingus Marauder flag, and that is actually made by Coach Mo, who made that by hand. And it is one of two in existence.
He deserves it. Vinny deserves that. You know, since they moved here from New York, you know, they've done nothing but support this program and, you know, constantly giving us food, giving the town food, you know, and I couldn't be more happier for Vinny. Good for him.
Good for him indeed. We want to thank Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Travis Reed, we're going to try to get eyes on him for our halftime show out here today, but we got a lot to talk about in regards to the scoring plays. Mingus has put 39 points up on the board here in the first half. Started with an 11-yard run up the middle by Nelson. Rodriguez had the extra point, and then a 2-yard toss to Streck. First throwing touchdown for Zabala, first receiving touchdown by Streck here in the 2018 season. A 23-yard touchdown pass, Zabala to Nelson, and then it was 19-0 as the extra point was wide right. And then still first quarter action, a 30-yard pass, Zabala finds Streck for his second touchdown reception of the game. The extra point was no good. It was 25-0. And then a 1-yard keeper with 9:52 left to go in the second quarter. A 1-yard keeper by quarterback Wayne Buck by Combs. The extra point was good, and it was 25-7. A 3-yard keeper by Zabala going quarterback run to quarterback run made it 32-7 with the extra point by Danny Rodriguez, and then a 96-yard kickoff return by Jordan Lee of the Coyotes with the next play after that. Actually, in the second quarter, Ian Loggins had the extra point, and it was 32-19. Mingus would score one more time. This one a 3-yard pitch out there to Alex Nelson with 3:40 left to go in the first half. So Mingus here at halftime, 39-14. What's your take, sir?
Offensive line looks great. Giving Zabala a ton of time back there, opening up holes for Nelson, Fanning, the whole running game. Streck looks great catching the ball. Chaz looks great catching the ball. Defense doing an excellent job. Everybody flying, swarming. One thing, you know, we got to clean up, obviously, special teams. We've missed 2 extra points. We've given up a touchdown on a kickoff return, and we've had a bad snap that cost us huge field position on a punt. We just snapped it right past our guy, rolled it back there. You know, we got to clean up special teams. It's the most important aspect of the game. In certain games, you know, when maybe the offense isn't clicking as much, games come down to special teams, and if you lose that battle, you're probably going to lose the game.
Oh, no doubts whatsoever. It's the third part of the game, and I'll tell you, it is essential. It is important. Right now, Mingus has been able to do it on the ground, in the air. Defensively, has looked pretty good. Has only given up 1 defensive touchdown, and that was pretty much on a shorter field as well. Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Travis Reed has the deals for you, and they, of course, on the 89A bypass. We're going to take a break. We'll return. We have got some halftime stats coming up pretty soon on the other side right after this.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at MattSaysYes.com.
two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Union High School in the cave. Travis Reed's along with us. Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and a Ram for our halftime report. Thank you again for your sponsorship at halftime.
Well, I don't think that I would want to sponsor anything else besides Friday night high school football. This is fantastic. I can't believe it's already football season. I'm so excited about it.
41 weeks, and it seems so long, and then you get into the spring ball and the summer ball, and then all of a sudden you blink, and oh my gosh, we play Friday.
Right. Matter of fact, I think when we talked last week, I was surprised that tonight was the first game, but you know what? Both of these teams look like they've done a pretty good job preparing for the season already.
Yeah, what do you see out there? I know all of your football experience and your collegiate experience as well.
Well, you know what? I see what I think a lot of teams go through, especially at this level in the first game, which is maybe just a little bit of jitter still out there. And I think both teams just need to settle down. But again, they both look well prepared, just need to settle down and play their game.
So tell me, how do you settle somebody into a new Jeep, a new Ram? How do you do that?
I tell you what, I'm glad you asked because I do it very well. And here's how I do it. I do it with $6,934 off any Jeep Cherokee in stock without having to come in and negotiate. It's a lot easier to deal with us versus some of the other dealerships. We don't do the back and forth thing. Here's the price. You get our best price every single time. And we also do it with over $9,000 off every Chrysler 300 in inventory. And we do it with $14,216 off Ram trucks right now.
Oh my gosh. And you remember all those numbers?
I have to because like I said, when the customer walks in the door, I have promised and I have guaranteed the best price right away. I've got to remember them up here so I can offer that price without playing that back and forth game that a lot of dealers like to play.
No games. Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and a Ram. 89A bypass in Cottonwood. We'll take a break. We'll return to our halftime show after this.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Back here at the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. Some traditions are just fantastic out here. Here at Mingus Union High School, the Marauders leading the Combs Coyotes in the first matchup head-to-head with these two squads ever. 39-14 the score. Let's take a look at some of the individual stats. Combs Coyotes quarterback Wayne Buck is 5 for 14, 62 yards. He spread it around to 5 different receivers out there. On the ground, Cody White has had some trouble running the ball. He just hasn't had room. He's ripped 1 for 11, gone backward a couple of times. He's got 6 carries for 4 yards, and the 1 touchdown is Wayne Buck. However, the real offense has been the 96-yard touchdown return by Jordan Lee, the kickoff return, and that was the real bright spot for the Combs squad, was the special teams.
Yeah, he made a couple guys miss, and then he took off, and a real speedster for them. I'm sure they're going to try to give him the ball some more in the second half, see if he can make some plays with his feet.
I certainly imagine that they should, and in fact, they started handing him the ball a little bit here in the second half, so we expect to see more from him. Antoine Zabala here threw the ball, believe it or not, 19 times here in the first half. When does that happen for a Mingus Marauder squad?
Not very often, but, he's been pretty accurate tonight. Missed a couple towards the end of the first half, but, he had a little bit of pressure in his face. I'm sure he's going to come out looking to fire it some more and hopefully put some more points on the board for Mingus.
9 for 19, 193 yards, 3 touchdowns. Believe it or not, 3 passes in a row for touchdowns out there for the senior quarterback for the Mingus Marauders. On the ground, he also had 39 rushing yards. Believe it or not, the story on the ground has been Alex Nelson. He has been absolutely phenomenal. 13 touches, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's also got a receiving touchdown. Starek with 2 receiving touchdowns out there. You have got Taylor with 2 receptions for 50 yards, 42 yards, and 8 yards back-to-back passes out there. The Mingus Marauders have put together some pretty decent numbers here. 196 yards on the ground, 193 yards in the air in the first half. The Mingus offense is for real.
Yeah, I was really pleased with what I saw. I'm sure Coach Ortiz was too. They came out, they were firing on all cylinders. Running game looked good, passing game looked good, protection looked good. Now, again, like I said earlier, only thing we got to clean up, special teams.
Certainly so. Well, we're going to take a quick break, close out our Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and a Ram halftime report. We'll come back with what it looks like in the second half, any adjustments. We'll be back after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
This has been the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Report. They're a dealer for you, located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. We'll return for exciting Mingus Marauder football second half action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at myradioplace.com, or Verde Valley TV Cable 1, Channel 56, Sudden Link Channel 2.
People People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Here at halftime, Mingus is going to get the ball here in the second half first, and on the sideline, the new wireless camera for the Verde Valley TV crew is pretty cool. They get to go everywhere and wander and all. They got all sorts of freedom.
It's a great
here.
look, great look.
So you're on the staff. No, you're not. But if you were on the staff, you were Coach Ortiz's new staff here, filled with former Marauders. You, of course, are one. What would you be whispering in his ear for the second half here?
Let's pound the ball. Let's run it. Let's see. We got a nice lead here, a respectable lead. Let's continue to keep the foot on the gas, but let's maybe get some more guys some touches. Maybe some younger guys who can get the experience of the varsity games right now. So then later in the season, when maybe a crucial moment comes up and they have to step into that role, they're able to step in and not be surprised by the bright lights and the big stance.
That there's a lot of truth to that. Not only that, you want to make sure, especially with this first game, this is the first time we are playing a full game. We played the scrimmage, but the scrimmage actually got cut short a little bit because some of the injuries for Payson.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a full 80 plays into scrimmage, or I think we got something like 60. So this is the first time we're going to get 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 plays in. And so, it might be interesting to avoid some injuries, and when you get tired, that's when you get more susceptible.
Yes.
So, being able to move some other players in and things like that would be absolutely fantastic. By the way, during that break, I saw the Roxu screen printing.
Ooh, it's nice.
Their new website. You can go online, bring your logos, put them in, put them right onto the shirts, the hats, whatever you want to do. So, here you are. You wake up at 2 in the morning, you go, oh, man, I forgot to order shirts. Oh, man, Roxu is closed. Oh, man, guess what I can do?
Hey, I'm placing an order at 2 in the morning. I'm going to grab me some milk and cookies, sit down, place my Roxu order.
What is it, Christmas Eve, milk and cookies?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That's kind of my go-to for 2 o'clock in the morning snacks.
Yes,
I'm on that Santa Claus diet right now.
Hey, I like that. I like the Santa Claus diet. That is fantastic. Combs to kick off to the Mingus Marauders, and they just plop it over the middle. Bessler with the ball, and he will run it back and take it down to the 37-yard line. They popped it to him, caught it in the air, and got a couple of yards off of it.
Yeah, I like Nick there decided, hey, heck with the fair catch. I'm trying to get me some yards here. Does a good job catching it clean, gets upfield, and gives Mingus great field position.
So Zabala's going to start the second half here and get the ball at the 37-yard line. Decent field position for the Marauders. Threw the ball 19 times in the first half. One back in the backfield, and they are going to hand it off. There goes Nelson trying to follow his blockers. Skims through a hole, pops through, and picks up a first down.
Yeah, and earlier I had no, and when I was talking about getting some other guys in, younger guys in, I wasn't saying that this game is by any means over.
Nope.
Just saying that, like you were saying, because we haven't played this many downs and played this long into a game yet, some of our guys might be getting tired. Be good to get some other guys in, get them some experience tonight.
Well, the first time you're getting hit for real for a lot, and that makes all the difference. The way that football is done differently nowadays. Blenars on the move. The handoff goes to Nelson. Nelson finds a seam, bounces to the outside. He's at the 40, the 30, a foot race. He puts the brakes on, tries to let him fly right by like the Top Gun move, and it doesn't work, and it's dragged out of bounds at the 28.
No, that was 2 speedsters there. Nelson for Mingus being chased down by number 21, Jordan Lee. And I'd like to see those 2 in a foot race.
No kidding. How about that? Yeah, that would be a good one. 33 yards on the carry as the ball goes down to the 20-yard line. Mingus in 2 plays knocking on the red zone door once again.
Yeah, they got
spread formation.
Got our cameraman Nick down there running.
Blenar's in motion once again. They're going to throw up over the top. It's caught by Streck. First down inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
I feel like whenever you need someone to come down with a pass, just throw it up to Streck, and ball just sticks to his hands there, and inside the 5-yard line for Mingus, threatening to score again, and really this has shades of the first drive of the game.
4 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 87 receiving yards for big number 44 out there for the Mingus Marauders. Zabala in the backfield. There's the snap. He's got a pitch. He throws it out to Nelson. Tiptoes in the end zone.
Whoa.
And he's out of bounds.
Oh. I thought he got that tiptoe in. He was definitely tight roping the sideline there. Ref quickly on the call, though, saying, no, buddy, you stepped out right here.
Well, he was right on it, no doubts about it. Alex Nelson, 16 carries, 202 yards in the game so far.
Not bad.
1,000-yard rusher. He's on pace to break that in half a season at the moment. Blenar's on the move once again. Quick slant comes to Mestis, and it is picked off. The quick slant is picked off, number 2. That's Braden Burnell of the Combs squad, the cornerback, the junior, undercuts Mestis for the quick slant, and Mingus is denied points. It's going to come out to the 20 with the touchback.
Yeah, interesting play call right there. Decided to go with the quick slant on the outside, and a huge defensive play made for the Coyotes there. That's exactly what they needed to start the second half. Looked like Mingus was just going to march it down the field on him once again, but they say not so fast.
So here come the Coyotes here. They're our first offensive attempt here in the second half. Buck takes the snap, pitches it to the outside. Blocker is absolutely blown up. Lee is going to change directions. He's got some running room, and his legs are taken out. The ball comes out. I think they're going to call him down, and he ran about a half a mile to get 5 yards.
Yeah, he looked like he had a chance to maybe wait just half a second to set up a block, but being the speedster he is, just flies right past his lineman, and like you said, ran a long way for not a lot of yards.
Almost got knocked over by his blocker, and quarterback's going to keep it, looking to throw downfield, has a man wide open up underneath in the middle, caught from behind, and then tackled at the 44-yard line, and a fantastic gain out there for the Combs squad. 14 yards on the reception, 18 yards on the reception, and we have a player down for Combs.
Yeah, not what you want to see here. Hopefully he's able to get up. I was going to say maybe cramps, but the way he's holding his knee doesn't look like cramps. I didn't see what happened to him. He was the receiver on the outside. Not sure if his feet got tangled up. Hopefully he'll be able to walk off the field under his own power.
Well, it was number 26, Devin Mock, up underneath with the reception. The player down is number 4, Francisco Munoz. Coach was telling me, the coach from Combs was telling me that he is actually one of the players that has some college looks out there from his cornerback position, and they're going to pop him up. I hope they're going to pop him up, and they are going to get him up, and he is going to need a little help off of the field. He's not putting a lot of weight on that right leg out there, but the Mingus audience giving him a round of applause as he's going to get helped off the field, and that is what we were trying to avoid here for the game for sure.
Yeah, not something you want to see. Hopefully he'll be able to recover and be out next week with his boys.
Well, Combs with a first down as they move the ball. They got the ball at the 20. They're up at the 44 in a couple of plays here. An 18-yard pass. And coming in to replace him on the near side is Damian Dunn. Will take the receiver position on the near side for the injured Francisco Munoz. Combs will come in a tight formation, I formation out there. Quarterback under center, hands it to the first back through, pounds through, and finds a hole. And Cody White keeps the legs rolling and picks up 5.
Yeah, you could say that again. Just keeping those legs turning and able to pick up a nice gain on first down for the Coyotes. And they got a little bit of a drive going here. Mingus' defense really going to have to hunker down and get a stop.
Combs squad will try to bring it to the outside. Lee finally runs out of real estate, and Mingus will bring him down for a short gain, a 1-yard gain out there by Jordan Lee.
Man, Fanning does an excellent job on the outside here doing what you're taught, stringing it outside. You know, you don't have to be the one to make the tackle or make the hit. Keep the guy in front of you. Let your help come finish it off.
Absolutely. I tell the cornerbacks, hey, look here, you got help. Look here, you don't. Quarterback has a wide open man downfield, overthrows him as he wanders out to the far side of the field. Great boot out there. Yeah. Mingus got caught inside, had a wide open man, and just overthrew him.
Yeah, Buck is tremendous at that play action there. Does a great job of selling that. And I don't know, was it overthrown? I thought maybe a receiver might have had a shot at that.
It didn't look too tremendously high. Okay. It was definitely over his head, and they're going to attempt it. They're going to throw the screen up underneath. Dunn has the ball and is able to get out of the one tackle and pick up the first down. So the 4th and 5 attempt out there is good for the Combs squad with the screen up underneath for 7 yards.
Defensive back Kobe Fanning with the tackle. First down, Combs.
Nice play call there from the Coyotes. A little something different look for Mingus.
Out of the eye, Buck is going to scramble to the near side, throws it, and it's thrown low, and they are going to give him the catch. Great attempt out there. Cody White with the shoestring catch, and will pick up 4.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like it might have bounced in. Not one of Buck's best throws of the night, but referees, oh, nope, huddle up. They say it's incomplete.
Oh, they're going to change their mind. Somebody saw an angle that.
That was me, Jackie. I knew I was right.
Sweet. Way to call it. Yeah, 1 for 1.
You know, they signaled up here to the booth.
My goal is to be 0 for 0.
Yeah.
Not make any calls out there.
That's right.
Spread formation, 1 back in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Buck with the ball, looking for somewhere to go. Gets pressured, steps up, throws, has a man, and it is hit as soon as he catches the ball out there. As Taylor will make the tackle on Mock as soon as he catches it.
And there's actually a personal foul on the Marauders here. Roughing the passer.
Whoops.
Not sure who it was on, but the white cap was all over it. And that is now, how many personal fouls is that for Mingus tonight?
Well, I'm going to start off by saying too many just to start with.
Too many, that's right. You shouldn't even be asking that question.
3rd reception out there for Mock as he's got 33 yards, and that is going to be the 3rd 15-yard penalty. Yeah, it is the 3rd 15-yard penalty for the Mingus Marauders. 84 penalty yards against the Marauders. Lee goes in motion, and they give it to him on the jet sweep. He cuts back inside, hits a red brick wall, and a big tackle out there for the Mingus Marauders, but still a gain of about 3.
Yeah, that was the new strong safety, Joe Machado, putting a lick on him, bringing him down after what looked like he was cutting back up into an open hole, but that closed quickly.
Yeah, Machado brings it. There's no doubt about it. 2nd and 7, and Cody White slithers through a hole for a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, good word right there. I like that. Slither, he was looking like a snake out there, going in and out of some defenders, able to pick up a nice gain, make it 3rd and manageable for the Coyotes.
3rd and 3 it is from the Mingus Marauder 14-yard line. Mingus leading 39-14, 6.5 left to go. Quarterback's in trouble, and now he will be sacked. And trying to see who makes the sack. It was a host of Marauders. I believe Machado made first contact out there, so he'll get in on the sack. A loss of 4 on the sack, and the Mingus Marauders push Combs back a little bit, needed that.
Yeah, it looked like a broken play. A couple people go in different directions, and looks like we're going to have our first field goal of the game. And we saw him pregame making some 40-yarders.
Should be decent distance. It is low and no good. And Ian Loggins kicks the line drive. I don't think it even spun. So Mingus actually bends but does not break and will take over on their own 16-yard line. 5:50 left to go, leading 39-14. Coach Zabala's got to be happy with his defense, not giving up points on that drive, especially when Mingus drove the field and threw the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, a couple mistakes for Mingus to start the second half. We go down, we throw the interception in the end zone, something you want to avoid doing whenever you can. And then we have a roughing the passer penalty that keeps the drive alive for the Coyotes. And fortunately for Mingus, their drive stalls out with a missed field goal.
So Mingus will get the ball back. Tight formation for the Mingus Marauders. One receiver either side, and that's going to warrant a timeout for Mingus as they're going to come to the side. 5:50 left to go. Lots of points here in the first half. Holy cow, it was fireworks left and right. 53 points scored in the first half, 0 so far in the second half.
Yeah, I'm sure we had some defensive coordinators yelling at some people in the locker rooms on both sides of the ball. And the defenses have come out, held their ground. Mingus off to a slow start here, looking to get back on track. We got Coach Ortiz in the middle of the huddle, giving them some instruction. We'll see what they come out.
We're not. Coaches aren't allowed to yell anymore. It is,
no.
It is volume increased conversations.
Yes. I believe he gave someone a high five. There was some handshaking, some patting on the back.
And constructive criticism.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yes, indeed. So Mingus comes out in a different formation to start the drive with 5:50 left to go. The ball from their own 20 with the missed field goal. There's the snap, and Nelson's on his horse. Tries the right side, cuts it up underneath. He's got a first down and more. Give him 15 yards on the carry, and Nelson is having a Player of the Week type night out here in week number 1 for the Mingus Marauders. 217 rushing yards.
Yeah, and his rushes on first down have been tremendous. He always looks like to be the fastest one out there. As soon as he gets the ball, faster than anybody else on defense, and he takes advantage of his speed and his vision, and he picks up first down after first down.
Quarterback gives it up. Nelson again tries the middle and runs it up he's still on his feet. He'll get about 6 yards on that one. Now, you may mention first yard runs doing extremely well. And you wonder whether or not Nelson's been told you get the ball on first down. So if he goes and gets a first down, he gets the ball again.
There you go.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
We'll have to ask him about that.
He'll look at me and go, what?
I just like to run the football.
Yeah, just give me the ball. Feed me, says Nelson.
Yeah.
He's already got 18 carries in this one. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side, and Nelson will take the pitch. The handoff. He'll race everybody past the 50, 40, and out of bounds, and gets pushed way out of bounds near the cooler, but nowhere near the band.
No.
Picks up great yardage once again.
For a first down.
Yes, for a first down.
So we'll see if he gets the ball on this play. I'm going to say your theory is correct.
22 yards on that carry. And you start to wonder, though, when do you get tired? When you do sprint after sprint, right?
I'd be able to give you one good run, and then that'd be it.
Tight end in the backfield. There's the snap, there's the block, and Nelson reads it, and a pretty decent run on first down. He cuts it back inside, had room to run if he kept going to the right, actually, and will gain 5 yards on first down.
Mingus keeping it simple on this drive, just handing the ball off, letting their offensive line and their running backs do all the work here. Nothing cute, nothing fancy, just some old school football.
Colby Fanning jumps in at the T position in the backfield out there. They go to a spread formation now. 4 receivers out for the Mingus Marauders. Colby will line up to the right. Big offensive line set, ready for the snap. And Zabala's going to keep it himself, and he has got room to run, cuts it up underneath, and loses the ball. He loses the ball out there at the 15-yard line. Did a great cut, and it looks like Nick Blenars saves the ball for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, thankfully. A bunch of Combs players coming up, pointing that they had the ball, and Blenars pops up saying, not so fast, guys. I got it right here.
14-yard run from the quarterback keeper, which is good in and of itself.
And it looks like, Zabala is holding his shoulder here on the sideline. And look, maybe he had someone just pull on it. I don't know if maybe it was, got jammed up in there. I'm not a doctor, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But another big hit taken by Zabala there, something you don't want to see.
No. And Fanning will take the handoff from backup quarterback sophomore Zach Figge. And Colby Fanning is coming out with a little bit of a gimp to him.
Yeah.
And Zabala's going to jump back in there. And he's doing those big wind circles out there, trying to get the arm warmed up. So no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. Zabala back in the gun. He will hand it off. No, he's going to throw. He's going toward the corner and overthrows everybody out of bounds.
Yeah, good. Even if Chavs was able to haul that in, I'm not sure if he would have been in bounds. Nice to see Zabala come out there and sling it, though. And arm must be doing well enough to pass. Always good to see it. Well, I mean, I wonder how many more times we're going to see him call his own number and hold on to the ball. I'm sure Coach Ortiz had something to say to him on the sideline there.
Well, he had wide open run. He definitely did.
He did.
There was no doubt about that. And he made the right cut and he made the right choice. He had a corner on the far side, so he cut it back up underneath. Blenars with the movement. He's going to pitch it out to Nelson. Nelson cuts it back and puts it in the end zone. 15-yard touchdown run by Nelson. And the cannon goes off again at Mingus Union High School as the Marauders extend their lead to 45-14 over the Combs Coyotes.
Yeah, nice answer there from Mingus. Struggling to start this second half. Both teams kind of going back and forth. Nice job punching it in, running the football. Offensive line doing an excellent job up front, opening up some holes. That's what you like to see if you're a Mingus Marauder fan.
Ryan Griffin, the long snapper for the Mingus Marauders, and he will snap to Zabala as Rodriguez puts it up and in. So I told you he can kick left.
Yeah,
I told you he can.
Just needed a couple warm-ups.
46-14, the Mingus Marauders lead with 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Marauders kicking off once again to the Combs Coyotes. Rodriguez takes his steps and puts it up, and it is deep and down to about the 5-yard line. It is returnable by Combs. Out past the 20, finds the sideline and out of bounds at about the 35, 36, 37. Where's he going to stop? 39-yard line. Big hit on the Mingus Marauder kicker out there. And now a flag is thrown, and that one was thrown with authority once again. And we're going to see which team that goes against. That was thrown way after the play. I'm going to guess that that's unsportsmanlike.
We've seen way too many of those tonight.
And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike against Mingus. And that is going to be the fourth penalty of the 15-yard variety out there against the Marauders. 99 penalty yards, and we still have 2.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. That's going to put Combs into Mingus Marauder territory to start their drive at the 46.
Yeah, you know, you go down, you have a nice scoring drive, you come out, you want to continue that success onto your special teams and then onto your defense, and then you have a penalty like that, and that just takes all the air out of the sails.
There's the snap. Quarterback does hand it off. Running up the middle is Cody White, and he will gain about 6 and tackled at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Combs, as the game has gone on, they've done a lot better job on first down. They've really liked that dive play right up the gut. They got their running backs running hard, pumping their legs, able to get some good yardage.
Mingus stacks the line. There's the handoff. He tries to cut it back and close to the first down. A good push by the offensive line gets him the first down.
Yeah, the big number, we had big number 75, 76 come in and give just a little shove.
That was a love tap.
Yeah.
No, that was just go that way, young man.
Right.
That was physical encouragement is what that was.
Yes. Or come on, little guys, let's go.
I formation once again. This time he is not going to run away from Gabe Myers, who throws him to the ground aggressively. And and he pops off the helmet. He is hurt.
Yeah, Myers gave him a pretty big thud there, and he hit the ground pretty hard. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Oh, he popped off the helmet very quickly. Myers came up, wrapped him up, and threw him to the ground hard, and they are sitting up Cody White. That's a good thing, and they do stand him up. And they are going to walk him off, but most importantly, he is walking off by himself.
Yeah.
And
always good to see that.
It is. I have no problems if you knock the breath out of somebody. You know.
Yeah, you know, it's part of the sport. You know, sometimes you take a big hit, you hit the ground hard.
Yep. But I do not like it when you see somebody that is going to be dizzy after a particular hit or what have you.
Yep. Now, did we get a call on what the flag was for?
It is going to back up the squad in white. That'll be Combs. It appears to be of the 10-yard variety, thrown in the location of holding. I believe that's what they're calling here. And that's going to take away the 1-yard loss for Cody White, but that is going to add to the penalty yards as Combs in their first game of the season has got 55 yards of penalties on 5 penalties. And they're going to stop the play. The ball sits at the 45-yard line, and now they're going to back it up 2 more yards.
Yeah.
So that's going to make it technically a 12-yard penalty. So first and 27.
That's tough.
And quarterback shows the pass is incomplete, but we may have an interference call. Buck really fooled me on that one as he rolled out and threw the ball downfield. Lots of contact down there. And now in high school football, if it is an interference call, it is a pass interference call. So that'll be 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, or is it 15? Yeah, it is a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, which is now going to make it first and that makes it a very big penalty.
Yeah.
It's going to make it first and about 6. Holy cow.
Yeah, Coach Ortiz not too happy after that. After that call there, that really gives the advantage to Combs here on this drive.
Offset eye, and it's power in the backfield. Mingus runs it down. Somehow Lee stays on his feet and fights back for yardage that he should have lost. He should have been taken down for about a 7-yard loss, but instead he only lost 2.
Yeah, Chaz had him about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. able to break through that one, broke another one, and just running hard here. Again, no quit in this Combs team after getting down big early. They're grinding here and making this Mingus defense earn everything.
I formation, quarterback's going to keep it. Buck out to the far side, has a man wide open as Jordan Lee had that one in and out of the breadbasket. Stops the clock with 41 seconds left to go in the third quarter. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. The Marauders on top, by the way, 46-14 on our inaugural live stream broadcast. And if you want to watch the game live, you can go to vertivalleytv.com and check into the YouTube link, or you can go to YouTube/VertiValleyTV. I formation once again. Quarterback shows the handoff. Going to throw downfield, and it is caught and wrapped up, and the ball pops out. But they're going to say he's down. And I believe it was Jordan Lee with the reception. He gets tackled hard. No, that's going to be Mock, number 26. And that's going to bring up 4th down in Mingus territory at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Combs caught a break there because if that wasn't down or fumble caused by the ground, Fanning was off for a touchdown with nobody near him.
Nobody indeed. 4th reception out there for Mock in the game. He's got 38 receiving yards. And right away, very quickly up to the line. Buck looks like they're going to go for it. He steps back, quick slant, thrown, dropped. Good pass coverage out there as Colby Fanning glances around looking for any litter on the ground. And it looks like it's going to be a turnover on downs. Clean play. Mingus will get the ball back at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, Combs is going to watch this film, tomorrow whenever they decide to watch it, and they're going to see they had a lot of missed opportunities with just some balls going through receivers' hands. Bucks put some really nice balls on some people's chests, and they just haven't been able to corral it. And it's cost them some drives for sure in this game.
I think Combs has thrown the ball in this game a little bit more than they would want to or been comfortable with. I think they wanted to come out and run the ball a little bit more. Mingus will come back out, get the ball back at their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10, 7 seconds left to go, and Nelson will cut the ball inside. He'll go left, he'll go right, and he will bound forward for about 9 yards. And that's how the third quarter is going to come to an end. The Mingus Marauders leading the Combs Coyotes by a score of 46-14. The Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard shows the Marauders on top. We'll be back after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
The 60th anniversary year of Mingus Union High School with a third quarter lead of 46-14 over the Combs Coyotes, and Mingus will hand the ball off. Nelson bounces off of one blocker and leans forward for a first down. A short but effective 3-yard run out there for the Mingus Marauders.
For listeners at home, if you're not watching us live, Jackie has on a nice new pair of glasses.
Oh, geez.
They're just beautiful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to the new bifocals. The world is a little bit shimmery in spots.
Yeah. Hey, you might not know what you're talking about or what you're looking at, but you look good.
Thank goodness I spend so much time around the players that I kind of recognize them because I can't read all the numbers anymore. But that's just part
by
of
their
age.
shape. You can recognize them by their shape.
And that might be another delay of game penalty as the back judge does the Olympic throw once again.
He's getting good at that.
He is. He is. I'm waiting for the time he gets it above the lights.
Woo!
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, this has got to be real frustrating for Coach Ortiz. The amount of delay of games Mingus has had tonight, something they're going to have to fix going into next week.
11 penalties against the Mingus Marauders, 119 yards of backward progress. However, Mingus has certainly made up for it with quite an offense. Mingus does hand it off. Nelson bounces off of one would-be tackler, spins from another, and is, dragged down by the helmet, and somebody lands on him horribly, and Nelson is hurt. He was sitting down on the ground, and he got hit up from behind. He pops up, but he is not happy.
No, and Coach Ortiz calling him over to the sideline, and Nelson saying, "No, I'm okay," but there comes a time when you might have to take him out. You don't want him to get hurt. He's a big part of this Mingus offense. That's not someone you want to lose.
No, not at all. 11 carries in the second half, 11 yards on that carry, third and manageable, and 3rd and 4 for the Mingus Marauders. Zabala will send Bessler in motion. There's the snap, looking to throw. Will throw it to the near side and throws it to the ground. Colby Fanning had to go down to the ground for it. I don't know if that is a reception, but it's a reception for negative yardage, which will bring up 4th down. So a loss of 3 on the completion.
Yeah, Fanning caught it on his knees. Everyone kind of stopped, but no ref blew a whistle. So then he popped up. As soon as he popped up, ref said, "Okay, wait, you're down."
Mingus keeps the offense out on the field on 4th down from their own 42-yard line. 4th and 7 from their own 42-yard line. There's the snap, and Zabala's looking to run it. He pitches it to the far side and stretching for the first down. And he lost the ball at the end, but I think the ball was the ground caused the fumble, if you will. He reaches out for the first down and picks it up for 7 yards. Holy cow, great extra effort out there.
Yeah, it was just
unbelievable.
Got the pitch out there, and contact was made about 2 yards shy, but able to stretch forward with a defender on him. And good read from Zabala right there, giving the ball up, knowing who he's got on the outside, Speedster and Nelson.
First down now right at the 50-yard line for the Mingus Marauders. 9.5 minutes left to go, leading 46-14. There's the snap. They're going to try the left-hand side, and Nelson actually falls down. They're going to mark him back for a yard.
I don't know. It looked like maybe he might have tripped over Zabala's foot.
He got tripped up by something.
Yeah.
It might have been that extra pebble out there on the field.
Yeah, sometimes that turf likes to grow overnight, might catch you. Not making fun. I've had my share of tripping over the grass.
Oh, I have too in practice. It's really embarrassing.
Yeah, I tripped walking up here.
Spread formation for the Marauders. Zabala takes the snap, does hand it off. Running room on the near side for Colby Fanning. Fanning tries the outside, cuts inside past the 30 down to the 28-yard line. And there is a yellow flag on the field out there at the 48-yard line for the Mingus Marauders. Chop block against the Mingus Marauders. And I'm going to assume, since he's talking to Gabe Myers, that it might be against number 55 for the Mingus Marauders. So 2nd and 11 is going to be a little more difficult. That would have been the biggest run from the line of scrimmage for Colby Fanning out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's getting called back. When Fanning gets his opportunities, he's like a pit bull out there. He just wants to go, and he's going to run hard for you every single time. I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to him here.
After that infraction, it's going to be second down and 21.
Second and 21, 10 yards on the penalty. I ran out of room on my score sheet for penalties. They're going to try the other side with Colby Fanning. He's got running room. He's past the original line of scrimmage and down to the 42-yard line. So just like that, he will pick up 19 of it right back. And he said, what did you say about the longest run from the line of scrimmage?
Hey, all right. You want to take my run away? Watch this.
Right. Third and manageable. 3rd and 2 out there for the Mingus Marauders at the 42-yard line. Nothing fancy about that one, just good edge blocking for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, it's something that when they watch film, I think they're going to be really happy with how their receivers have blocked. It's tough. You're out there in open space. It's easy to hold. Got to get up in there under the shoulder pads and kind of hide it from the ref.
Zabala's going to switch places here and put Fanning on the opposite side of him. His left side, there's the snap. He's going to run it up the middle. He's got enough for a first down, and the offensive line push as Moreno pushes him forward a little bit for an extra yard out there. Needed 2, got 3. Mingus moves the chains inside the Combs 40-yard line.
Yeah, similar to Combs last drive. They had a couple linemen push their guy forward. Mingus says, we can do it too. Little shove, that's all. That's all.
Clock continuing to roll. We're late in the, well, not late, halfway through the fourth quarter. 7:22 on the clock there. Mingus now starting to possess the clock and move the ball on the ground. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Zabala again in shotgun. There's the snap, handoff. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to bounce it to the outside.
Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
He gets caught by the shoulder pad and pulled down. But a flag in the backfield at the 40-yard line, and it's going to go against Mingus.
Yeah, another flag for Mingus, something that they really are going to have to clean up going forward. Almost look like a horse collar on Zabala right there. Refs don't call it. Again, nice to see him come up after that.
13th penalty for the Mingus Marauders, and it is going to be a 10-yard variety.
This whole drive, Mingus will go 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Seems like that's how it's going on this this drive here.
I'll tell you, Carson, 139 yards steps back for the Mingus Marauders here.
I'm not sure how Coach Ortiz goes about it. But that'd be a lot of up downs tomorrow after films or before films. That'd be a lot. So
that is true.
I know these kids ain't getting off scot-free. I know that.
Mingus will run the ball. Great blocking, and Colby Fanning will run the ball back up to the 41. Pardon me, Alex Nelson back in the game with the ball, and he'll gain 9 on the run as he cuts it back up the middle. Last one to get off the pile. That's when you know you've been running the ball a lot.
Yeah. He's gonna be a little bit sore tomorrow morning. Maybe a nice ice bath would help.
I would say an ice bath as soon as you get into the locker room, honestly.
Yeah. I could go for an ice bath right now. It's pretty hot up here.
It is. It's a tad bit on the muggy side. Not quite enough wind, but the weather has cooperated.
Yep.
2nd and 12 for the Mingus Marauders from the 41-yard line of the Combs Coyotes. There's the snap and, late movement, and they're going to get a motion penalty right before the snap. One of the Marauder receivers tried to jump up to the line real quick, and they're going to catch him for a 5-yard penalty for it. 14th penalty against the Mingus Marauders. Now, interesting enough, by the way, so far in the game, Nelson is got to be one of the state's best here. 27 carries, 301 yards rushing here tonight.
That could be, definitely player of the week in the state of Arizona.
He's certainly putting his bid in, no doubts about that. There's the snap, there's the handoff, and there goes Nelson once again. Got caught, breaks away, picks up very close to a first down to the 30-yard line.
You think he hurt us?
He will pick up 17 yards on that.
He's got to be listening to the broadcast here saying, all right, I could get a little bit more. And again, you got you got to credit these offensive linemen here. They're doing an excellent job for Nelson, opening up these holes. And, you know, he's punishing these defenders, lowering the shoulder every time. You know, you could tell he's tired, but it doesn't show in his running. Maybe, you know, after the play, but it looks like every time he grabs it, it's his first run.
And he cuts it back up underneath. Got enough for a first down. And then a little late extracurricular activity out there, as there is a flag on the far side of the field. It was 3rd and short, and we're going to see what the flag is now. As the game started hot and heavy. I mean, there was scoring left and right. Now the game is slowed to a crawl as it seems to be dominated by the whistles. Another holding call against the Mingus Marauders, and the flag is at the 34-yard line. Now they're asking the Combs squad, and I should know the answer. Do you want to take the penalty, or do you want to give them the play and the first down?
Yeah, I think they're going to choose to move him back.
I would imagine so.
And again, couple steps forward, few steps back. You know, Mingus really loving midfield this possession here.
They are eating the clock, though.
Yeah, they are.
You know, back and forth, but eating the clock. 3rd and 14 now for the Mingus Marauders. 3 receivers wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. Zabala hasn't thrown the ball since the negative 3-yard completion to Fanning earlier. Looking to throw the ball now. Puts the ball up, going to Chaz Taylor. Turns around, beats his man, and toward the end zone, touchdown. What a great individual effort out there. Oh, he stepped out of bounds, says the line judge at the 4-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
And now I don't have that as good of a view as that ref does, who's right down on the sideline, but I thought he stayed in.
41 yards on the reception as it is, and it's 1st and goal for the Mingus Marauders. Chaz Taylor, back shoulder throw, and he was able to find the ball and come back to it from his quarterback, beat the man up underneath, and he has 2 40-yard receptions here tonight. 3 total for 91 yards. We'll see if they go back to him and try to give him the touchdown. There's the snap. Zabala's looking. He'll throw it back of the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Sliding for it is going to be Bessler with his first touchdown reception. In fact, his first reception at the varsity level, and it goes for a touchdown for the young man.
Yeah, great route right there. Sold it inside, went to the outside, and Zabala put it right on the numbers. Great throw. You know, great way to end that drive. I know Coach Ortiz and his coaching staff's got to be happy with the way that ended. A little bit sloppy there about the middle of the 3rd quarter, but they get it together. They stick with it and punch it in for the end zone for a nice score.
3:50 left on the clock. Low snap. Kick is up, and great job by Zabala getting that ball up right as Rodriguez came through with the club leg and put it through. So it is 53-14. I've been trained now to look for litter on the field after every play. We're going to take a break. Mingus on top, 53-14. They'll be kicking off after this.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Marauders go up 53-14. Look to kick off again as Rodriguez gets the extra point here for the Mingus Marauders. He'll kick off. But the first one as a touchback hasn't been there again. Puts this one on the ball. It'll be picked up by the short man looking for somewhere to go as he is still on his feet. Finally gets tripped up out there. And it looks like number 26 trips him up out there. That'll be Tyson Savage. And with the run back is Jensen, number 8. They'll take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, nice job, Mingus there, making the tackle. I know in the last couple kickoffs we've not had the best tackling. We let a guy go for a touchdown. We let a guy scramble around, pick up some yardage that he probably shouldn't have got. So
there's the snap, and an open receiver up underneath and knocked out of bounds. And catching the ball is going to be Lee, close to a first down. I'll tell you, this has been a tale of two halves.
Yeah.
It really has. The first half, Mingus came out like they were ready to play. And Combs has really made a game of this here in the second half. It has been much more of a struggle. As there's the snap. As Buck looks to throw, throws the ball downfield and overthrows his receiver, Mock. It was double covered out there by two Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, and I think the two Marauders covering and the Coyote receiver, they kind of stopped running because the guy thought, hey, I got two guys on me. He ain't throwing it here. And all of three of them kind of slow down, but the ball ends up going over there, and they're all late to it, so no one able to make a play on the ball.
2nd and 10. Actually, they gave him a first down on that reception last play. Sorry about that. Let me correct myself. Buck looks to throw. It's picked off by the Mingus Marauders. Chaz Taylor going the opposite direction. He needs a block. Cuts back into the middle of the field and runs it back to the 25-yard line. 2 takeaways apiece for both squads out here as Chaz Taylor picks off the first pass for the Mingus Marauders this year.
Yeah, Chaz playing that free safety position perfectly. Reads it the whole way, steps in front of the receiver, and as soon as he caught it, I thought, oh, this is 6. He's taking it back, but there looked to be a little bit more white uniforms back there than I had thought, and they do a good job taking Chaz down. But Mingus with another takeaway. Defense got to be happy. I know that's going to make for a good time on film tomorrow. And let's see if Mingus can finish this game with another score.
24 yards on the interception return out there by Chaz Taylor. Sets his squad up at the 25-yard line, and Colby Fanning looks for the first white uniform and hits him. And it's Cody White out there for the tackle, which I'm glad to see him out there. He was down on the field earlier and back out there playing football. And now we have another player getting up a little bit slower, and that's big number 60 out there.
Yep.
That is going to be Curtis Jones, defensive end, junior out there for the Combs Coyotes. And he is going to wander off, and hopefully that's just going to be stiff and not hurt out there.
Yeah.
No gain on the run by Colby Fanning. 2nd and 10. There he cuts it up underneath, and Fanning will get down close to the 20, down to about the 21, bringing up a manageable 3rd and 5 for the Mingus Marauders.
Yep, and I'm sure Mingus will continue to stick with the ball on the ground here. Just kind of bleed this clock out, and, if they happen to score while doing it, all right.
2:10 left to go. Mingus on track to go 1-0 on the season, and they will hand it off to Colby Fanning, who's got great, phenomenal blocking downfield. Danny Rodriguez down here had his man blocked almost all the way into the end zone, and Fanning is able to run that one inside the 5 down to about the 2, as he'll pick up 23 yards on the rush. That means Mingus has now run the ball for 421 yards in the game. 1st and goal from the 3.
Is that good?
Colby Fanning actually doesn't get the ball. Antoine Zabala calls his own number and falls short down inside the 1. He'll pick up 2.
Yeah, again, Mingus probably just looking to punch it in here for one more score. They've really, like you said, over 400 yards rushing. They've just done a tremendous job all the way around, moving the ball.
They're going to go into the victory formation out here for the Mingus Marauders, and they're going to go ahead and down it. 2nd and goal with 1:04 left to go. They can run out the clock here and show a little class here.
Yeah, good move by Coach Ortiz and his crew.
So Antoine Zabala will take a knee, and down at the 2-yard line, that'll bring up 3rd and goal. So the Mingus Marauders never matched up with the Combs Coyotes, and they're going to take this one 53-14 in their home opener in front of a full house crowd for the Mingus Marauders.
It's been full. They've been great all night. Got to thank the fans, credit the fans for all of them coming out here, showing their support for this Mingus team. I mean, we always get a great turnout here, but they really brought the energy tonight. A lot of fun. Great first game for Mingus and this new coaching regime.
The new coaching machine, yes, the Big Red Machine is still rolling. The dynasty continuing out here as the Mingus Marauders win at home in the first game. The cannon tells you so if you are in the Verde Valley anywhere. 53-14. The Gettles High Desert Mechanical Air Conditioning, Heating and Cooling and Plumbing post-game show coming up right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by a Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Postgame Report, brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical, Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. Stick around for the game recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
That's a great look right there.
Yep. I can hear him now. Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Gettles, High Desert Mechanical. Post-game report here. In fact, our friends at Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, Cooling, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing say, hey, don't wait for the first cold snap to make sure your furnace is ready for winter's demands. Call them today at 567-2200 to schedule your fall tune-up as we take a look at the victorious Mingus Marauders toward the end zone here. I know what song they're singing out there. What do you think?
Yeah, I could probably get in on that chant.
The question is whether or not Ortiz got wet.
Oh yeah, they soaked him there with the water cooler for his first win. Well deserved. Mingus come out, put a lot of points on the board tonight. Really fun game. You got a lot of penalties, but you know you're going to see that not just in this game, but all the games around the state. This first game, you know, going through some growing pains. You know, first games tend to be a little bit sloppy, but for the most part, Mingus came out, dominated from start to finish, and they look good.
Scoring from the Combs squad, all in the first half, a quarterback keeper by Wayne Buck and a 96-yard kickoff return by Jordan Lee. That kid has got wheels and able to streak in and outran the Mingus Marauders special teams for the touchdown. Those were the two scores in the first half. The Mingus Marauders, holy cow, had a touchdown run from Zabala, 3 passing touchdown TDs in the first half, 1 to Nelson, 2 to Streck, and 2 rushing touchdowns from Alex Nelson, all in the first half, as Mingus at the end of the first half led 39-14, definitely in control. Second half, tale of two halves, I'll tell you. This Combs squad came out in the second half and looked like a different team.
Yeah, you know, they probably got barked at by their coaching staff a little bit. You know, they came out with some fire, a little bit more intensity than they did to start the game. You know, Mingus came out, really punched them in the mouth with the running game. And, you know, Combs came out with some pride, fought off Mingus's running attack and their aerial attack for the first few series to start the third quarter. And they just couldn't get anything going on offense, though. Buck looked good, had some nice passes, had some receivers just not able to hold on to the ball. And ultimately that ended up being why they weren't able to get anything going tonight. Not to mention Mingus was putting the pressure on them, flying to the ball, making everything difficult for them.
I think Combs is going to cause some problems for some teams during the course of the season, especially when they start to put it together, because it came out, Mingus looked like they were ready to play the first half, which was absolutely fantastic. Combs looked like they were still a little bit in scrimmage mode. Yeah. But in the second half, they played exceptionally well. They lost the second half to the Mingus Marauders 14-0. Second half, 2 touchdowns, one in the third quarter, a 15-yard pitch to Alex Nelson. The extra point was good by Rodriguez. And in the fourth quarter, with 3:50 left to go, his first reception as a varsity player and first touchdown as a varsity player, a 3-yard touchdown pass from Zabala to Bessler. The extra point was good by Rodriguez, and the score ends 53-14. And I tell you, Combs played a very good game. Doesn't show on the scoreboard, but Combs played a very good game. At the same time, Mingus was just absolutely dominating, especially offensively here tonight.
Yeah, that running game, like you'll get into Nelson's stats here. He was just extremely dominant the whole game. Offensive line, you know, really set the tone tonight. You know, shoving Combs back. Really, from the first play of the game, Mingus was terrific on first downs. You know, and getting yourself keep getting first downs and getting short yardage situations really opens up the playbook for Coach Ortiz. And, you know, Zabala was picking them apart, and, you know, they got a lot of good things that they can be happy about.
Oh, certainly so. Both teams have things to grow on as they'll move through this one. The post-game show. In fact, we're going to go through individual stats coming up. We still have the U.S. Army Players of the Game, Army Strong Players of the Game, and you're going to want to stick around for these stats. Don't forget our friends at Vinny's. They're open post-game. You can head on down and hang out, get some pizza for post-game down at Vinny's as well. Our post-game show brought to you by our friends at Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical, Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. We'll return to Mingus Union High School individual stats coming up after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, up in the cave, our first live stream broadcast from Verde Valley TV. And, of course, you can watch the entire season live on stream if you would like. VerdeValleyTV.com. That'll give you a link to our YouTube channel, YouTube.com/Verde Valley TV, and you can watch all the Mingus Marauder games live as they happen. Or, of course, you can continue to listen to them on KYBC. That's 96.3 FM and through MyRadioPlace.com. The options are limitless.
We're famous. What can I say?
Okay, let's not go that far. Phenomenal game out here tonight. The Mingus Marauders victorious, go 1-0 on the season, 53-14. The first victory for the Marauders in 2018. The first victory for Coach Ortiz and his coaching staff for the Mingus Marauders. And you did see him get the bucket, right?
Yeah, you got the bucket.
All right.
Congrats to Coach Ortiz getting his first win.
Yeah, well, guess what? Coach Young and the Coach Dixon and all of the legacy staff is saying, one down, bud. You got like 600 more to go, right?
Off to a good start, though.
That is true. 1 for 1 is the way to start. Let's take a look at some of the stats. The Combs Coyotes out here tonight. The quarterback, Wayne Buck, ends up 10 for 23 here. 108 yards and 1 rushing touchdown in the game. The the special teams, if you will, play of the game was the 96-yard touchdown return by Jordan Lee. Cody White on the ground, 10 carries out of the backfield for 25 yards. Mingus pretty much had him pegged, but I'll tell you what, that kid kept his legs rolling the whole time and kept working hard. Mock receiving yards, 4 receptions out there for the Coyotes, 38 yards for the visiting squad from Santan Valley. Mingus Marauders here tonight. Zabala, quarterback. Holy cow, he rushed a little bit. In fact, he ended up with 11 carries, 55 yards, only sacked once, scored 1 touchdown on the ground rushing, ends up 13 for 24 in the air, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions here today. Both interceptions, by the way, in the end zone nonetheless. How about that?
So the positive you could take out of that is if we catch it, then it's 6 touchdowns and no picks.
That is correct. That is correct. You are a thinker, aren't you?
Oh, just a little bit.
On the ground, holy cow, bid for not only player of the game, but probably player of the week statewide. Alex Nelson, 28 carries, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 touchdown receiving for the young man, which is absolutely amazing. Colby Fanning added, what did Colby Fanning add? Colby Fanning added 6 carries for 50 yards, averaging better than 8 yards a carry, by the way. Not too bad for the young man. Chaz Taylor in the air had 3 receptions, 91 yards, also had an interception where they returned for 24 yards in the game. Alex Nelson had 1 receiving touchdown for 23 yards. Jimenez had 1 reception, 10 yards. Kendrew Streck had 2 receiving touchdowns, ends up with 4 receptions, 87 yards. Mestis, 1 reception, 34 yards. Bessler, 1 reception, 3 yards and a touchdown. Colby Fanning, 1 reception, 2 receptions out there, for 4 yards for the young man. So Mingus Marauders able to do it both offensively and defensively out here. 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception. So the turnover ratio 2-2 out there for both squads in game 1, week 0.
Yeah. Great start to the season for Mingus. Got the 2 turnovers. You'd always like to win that. Better to come out even than lose that battle. One thing Mingus definitely going to have to clean up is the penalties. Had way too many personal fouls out there and way too many holding calls and delay of games. Those are something that they're definitely going to be working on this week in practice leading up to Sholo. Because Sholo's going to come out and they'll take advantage of those mistakes. So thing for Mingus, penalties are going to happen. You just got to limit them and hope that you can learn from the mistakes that you made.
Well, you talked about penalties. Mingus had 15 penalties against them tonight for 154 yards. There are teams that played tonight that didn't have 154 yards of offense. Okay, but Mingus offset that with 675 yards of offense, 252 in the air, 423 yards on the ground for the Mingus Marauders. 675 yards of offense is pretty wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is pretty wow. So that runs us into our players of the game. Holy cow. Offensively, you can go so many different directions. Who do you like offensively?
I think I'm going to have to go with Mr. Alex Nelson.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
You think 318 rushing yards is pretty darn good?
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it, yeah.
3 touchdowns on the ground and 1 receiving touchdown. Defensively, who do you like? Defensively, I think Mingus played exceptionally well. I think the defensive line played exceptionally well.
They did. Got out there. They definitely won the line of scrimmage battle. Really just swarming to the ball. It's a total team effort tonight. You want me to pick or are you going to pick?
I'm going to let you pick.
Okay. You know what? Being that I was a free safety and I was a fan of interceptions, I'm going to go with Chaz Taylor stepping in for the pick and a nice little return yards after the catch. So I'll go with Chaz. And he had a couple great times. He flew upfield, stopped the run from his safety position. He had an all-around great game. Just what you'd expect from Chaz.
Certainly so. Special teams, I'm going to give a nod out there to Jordan Lee from Combs for the 96-yard touchdown or kickoff return for a touchdown. But at the same time, I'm also going with Denny Rodriguez. He missed a couple, in fact, missed 3 extra points in a row. Coach Ortiz said, I believe in you, young man. Kept sending him out there, and he didn't miss after that.
No, you got to give him credit for, his confidence never wavered. He got out there, and great job by Coach Ortiz, putting good things in his ears, saying that he believed in him and that he's his guy, and that's gonna be huge going forward this season.
Certainly so. Big thank yous go out to our entire crew. Lacey Saravo back at the station keeping us on the air. Our producer, Ryan Nichols, who has gotten us not only on, but on the World Wide Web as well. Our camera crew. John Stabe, Ruben Koyance, and Nick Yatsenko out there as his dad, Vinny Yatsenko, got an award earlier for his support for the Mingus Marauders year after year after year. That's going to be a wrap here for our Gettles High Desert Mechanical, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing post-game report. Don't forget, Sholo comes to town next Friday night right here on this field. That's going to be a good one. We'll be along with you. We'll have the coverage on the radio, we'll have the coverage on the television, and the coverage live stream through YouTube /Verde Valley TV. From Mingus Union High School, we bid you good night.
This has been the post-game report brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. We'll return next week for exciting Mingus Marauder football action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at MyRadioPlace.com, or Verde Valley TV Cable 1 Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.